Hi. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, y'all. Ooh, y'all. Please hit like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Happy Sunday. Yeah, it's beautiful here. It's super cold, but it's beautiful out. But it's too cold. Like on days like this, like you look outside, you look like it's like, oh, like you kind of want to go out there, right? Because it's gorgeous. No clouds in the sky, but you go outside. It's freezing. It is a freezer outside, like a deep freezer at that. So absolutely. So I came to y'all because I was sent some tea on Milagro Grams. Y'all know I love Milagro Grams. Mob Radio. She goes by Milagro, her name. But when she first came out, she went by Mob Radio on her channel. And yeah, so she got sued, what was it, some months back by Megan the Stallion, Megan the Pegasus. Okay, girl. And Millie really has Millie, which is Milagro. She really spoke much on it. She hasn't really said anything. I mean, she does, but she doesn't. You know, kind of like hopping and skipping over it, beating around the bush, you know, if you will. Because, I mean, it's a lawsuit. It's not much. It's federal, too. So it's not much she can say. So we weren't expecting a lot of information until more so like after the lawsuit. But Millie done went online. She went on Station Head and poured her little heart out and let everybody know what was going on. You could tell she is very frustrated, like extremely frustrated, right? So Tasha K, which Tasha K and y'all know, shout out to Tasha K and the Winos. Okay, y'all know I love my mama Tasha. Tasha just to go on her backup channel, Tasha K Clips, and she did commentary on which I was surprised by because Tasha really doesn't like talk about Milagro, and Milagro really doesn't talk about Tasha because they don't really like each other, you know? So Tasha offers Milagro some advice, which was very shady advice. Very shady advice, you know, because Tasha K went through her lawsuit with Cardi B, you know, that was like monumental on YouTube, you know, and all that. And Millie was one of the people that used to do commentary on the lawsuit and whatnot, and you know, like rubbing Natasha's face and whatnot. I did too. Oh well. It is what it is. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Oh well. So yeah, so I used to a little piece of rubbing Natasha's face too. But anybody could be sued, you know. So it's like you really never know until you're going through it. So with any situation, you know, you don't really know it until you're going through it, right? So you can say what you would do, but it's completely different. You're actually going through it. So since Tasha got sued, I've been sued. You know, Millie's getting sued. You know, all of the people, you know, that was talking ish, you know, about Tasha, we all got sued too. So you know, it just is what it is. But I won. Ooh, I won. Ooh, Lord. Ooh, I won. So I won, Greg. I won. Okay, YouTubers. So it is possible to win and I'm a girl. Because I did. I won my lawsuit. Now, I can't say, you know, whatever. You know, yes, the SeanDavieWay got sued and it won. So it just was what it was. You know, I won my lawsuit. Look, I can't speak for everybody else. Okay? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. But I won my lawsuit because I'm a winner. Okay? So that's just what they were. So I won mine. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to the Uncheckables. We love us. We is amazing. Now, my lawsuit was expensive. Now, I mean, it just was what it was. But I did what I needed to do. I got the proper attorneys. I got some sharks, you know, and whatnot. Took care of that. Now, while I was being sued, I didn't speak of anything. I didn't say anything. All I said was, look at here, attorney on deck, do what you gotta do, okay? And I did my research. Okay, I did my research when I went to go get my attorney, right? Because like I'm gonna be paying you all this money because lawsuits are expensive, even if they're like frivolous, stupid, personal lawsuits. Just you know, that even if you're not going against a superstar or something like that, they're still expensive. They really are. What's that? Is that a grave? Not yet, Lord. Oh no, okay, no, that was a piece of land. I was like, ooh, not yet. That's a grave. No. So here, flip. So I love y'all. Ooh, let me say hi to y'all. I'm gonna say hi to y'all. I love y'all. So yeah, so I went and did my research when I went and got my attorney. I made sure that there was a shark, right? And they gonna make it do what it do, baby, because that's just what that word. Now, when it comes to, other people that are being sued and whatnot with their attorneys, I don't feel like they're making like the best decisions. And we're gonna state that with Milagro, right? Because I like over 300 some people in the building, 66 likes. Please hit the like, please double tap that screen. Thank you to all 66 people who have done that already. I really appreciate it. But let's get those likes up because we are amazing. We absolutely are, right? Here, flip. So, Milagro, when I say that she hasn't spoke much on this case, she hasn't spoken much on it. So this is why a lot of people that like me haven't necessarily done commentary on it, because I want to know what's going on. And it's, the beginning stages of the lawsuit. So it's not like they're in court battling back to back. No. They're just getting past the mediation because they have a mediation that's coming up. So rumor has it that Milagro and her team tried to do like a settlement with Megan Thee Stallion. And Megan Thee Stallion and her representative said, no, we're not doing that. So now they're going to sit down and mediate, and that's supposed to be happening next month. So I'm assuming Milagro and her attorney or attorneys were assuming that when they sit down next month that maybe they can get this, taken care of, because Millie and her attorneys tried to get the case thrown out. That didn't work. Yeah, that didn't work. Milagro speaks on the case daily. She trashes her too. Oh, does she? Well, see, I try to get to Millie when I can. Being a content creators, we're really busy, so it's hard to just sit around and listen to commentary all day. But when I do get the chance to go over there and listen, I don't hear her speak on the case, and when she does, it's vague. It's not like, kind of like what we're about to listen to. It's she's speaking on it, but there's a lot of detail that she's leaving out, but she is adding detail at the same time. So it's just she's being detailed about certain things, and certain things she's kind of just like leaving in the air. So so for me, I think that, again, I don't listen to her every single day. So if y'all saying that she does on a day-to-day basis, then hey, I'm not arguing with you. But I don't think that she's spoken on it in this type of depth because there are people that are talking about it. Not include me. Even inspiring me to be like, I'm gonna talk about this too. Because why not? So but I, again, in my personal experience, because I do listen to Millie, I don't hear her like speak of it. I do remember when this first came out and she put up the post of the attorneys that were willing to work for her and take care of her pretty much like pro bono. And she went live on Instagram not too soon after that, and I was in that live. I was in the comments, what and whatnot, cheering her on, telling her, hey, we support you. Do your thing, you'll be all right. And yeah, so, but other than that, I really haven't. It didn't say too much on the IG. She looked great, beautiful girl. And she kind of just, playing in her hair and just like, like everything's gonna be fine. That's how I viewed it. Everything, she got this under control. From the side looking in, looked like she wasn't sweating it. Like it wasn't a big deal to her. Like, oh, this is gonna get thrown out. That's the energy that I was giving. That's what I was feeling while she was live. So, speaking of that, this team that the lawyer firm that spoke out and said, hey, we'll represent you, we'll help you take care of this, you don't want Milagro, and all of that. I think Millie should have done more research on them prior to just accepting it. Now, I understand lawsuits are expensive. You have family, like, Millie has children and a husband and, bills and all that to take care of, but still at the same time, the cheaper route isn't always the best route, is how I feel. Like with me, I really didn't spend all of that money getting an attorney and all of that stuff, but I would rather than owe a judgment and have to pay a judgment that I could have taken care of while it happened, So, and instead of just enlisting some cheap to try to do this, like I don't want to do that. And then because I don't know all these legalities and, stuff like that. I'm not sure of it and I'm not supposed to be. This is why I'm hiring a lawyer. So, with that being said, I really didn't want to come out of pocket. And I'm out of pocket close to like $15,000 just to take care of the case. And I get that money would have been well spent like in my personal life, but I would rather pay $15,000 to take care of something, having to pay like a $70,000, $80,000 judgment, and stuff like that. Like I would prefer this here. Go ahead and take care of that. And then, and I'm paying the court and the attorney to do that, not the opponent. Now, you're not getting a dime, so I would rather give these hard workers this $15,000 to make sure this goes away than to owe an op $70,000, $80,000. You got me up. So, because hair flip, I got it. You wouldn't be able to sue me for it if I didn't have it. So, yeah. So we did just that. I made sure that I got sharks. The attorney that I hired specialized in civil suits. So I knew what I was doing. And that's why it's good to go do research first. So I hire an ambulance chaser. No, I handle somebody that do this every day. This is the main case that this person deals with, and they have a team. It's 3 of them. They have paralegals, all that. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's do it, right? So, and we won. So, like, that's just what that were. Now, when it comes to Millie, I don't think that she would have, you said it's been skipping? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Hopefully it won't. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. So I feel like with Millie, I don't think she necessarily did that. I don't think she put as much research into the team as she should have. I think that she heard more of that they were going to take care of it, and hearing that they were going to take care of it, it was kind of like, okay, that pressure's off of her and placed onto them. And so, here, flip. So, who you were Susan? Yes. About who? A psych and Chris Stokes. Chris Stokes. I told you that, right? My first lawsuit was Chris Stokes. That was my first lawsuit. That was my first lawsuit, but we got it taken care of, like, before it went, like, officially, like, into court, and all of that. But it was Chris Stokes. He was the first person that wanted to sue me. Absolutely. Yes. Christopher Burlester Stokes. Absolutely. So yeah, taken care of. Absolutely. I offered him some booty. So yeah, so I took care of that. I was all up in them DMs like, excuse me? Hello? Hello? So, here, flip. And I told him I was not doing a public apology because he wanted me to do a public apology. No, because I mean everything that I'm saying. So since I mean everything that I'm saying, if I actually get sued by you, it just is what it is. I'm going to have to fit, and I'm responsible for it, not my audience. Not my audience. Y'all saying it's skipping? Hold on. Let me turn on. Okay, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, yes, Christopher Scrokes. So yeah, he was the first one that tried to sue me, and I had to take care of that, and I did. Took care of it. Didn't go anywhere. And that's just what that word. Went straight to sue. Why not academics? Are you asking why Megan the didn't sue DJ Academics? Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Is that the question? Why Megan didn't sue DJ Academics? Yes, I did use the flame Chris. I did, but I mean everything that I'm saying. So that's the thing. I'm not apologizing because I feel like Raz B is telling the truth. That's why I never brought Raz B onto my platform, because it would have been easier to sue me if I would have brought Raz B on. It's like, no, this is how I feel, not how Raz feels. No, this is how my commentary based off of how I feel about Raz B telling his truth. And I am not apologizing for that. I am not taking that back. So if you feel like you need to sue me because I believe him, then go right ahead, because I believe I'm doing it for the good. So this will still work in my favor. This will still go in my favor. Even if it's a long haul, even if it's expensive, and stuff like that, I will be blessed in the long run for standing on what I believe and standing up for a victim. So if I get sued, oh well, like I'm just gonna eat it. Like it's gonna suck. It's going to be expensive. I'm not saying it's not going to hurt my pockets or nothing like that. It probably will. But at the end of the day, this is what I believe in. So this is what I do. And I'm not about to fold for a demon. I'm not about to fold because you want your secret kept. Like, I'm not about to do that. Like, it's a secret to you, not a secret to him. He's the victim. So his information is not a secret. His information is his trauma and what happened to him. It's his story. So you want it to be a secret because then you know how to make you look. So yeah, I'm not apologizing for that, and I still won't, like, even still to this day. And that was part of the criteria. And I said no. I said I will absolutely not go live and look my audience in the face and lie to them and say sorry to, because I'm not sorry. So it's like, what's the point? You know, that's just what they were. But it would have been my responsibility. Although my audience is in the crowd rooting me on and cheering me on and all of that stuff, that's what you're supposed to do with commentary. I'm not going to make my audience responsible for the decisions I decided to make with my commentary. In the story, even sending me information, you know, and stuff like that, it's still my burden. This is my channel. This is my energy, my commentary, my opinion, my personality. It all belongs to me. So I need to take care of what comes my way. That's how I look at it. It is not my audience's responsibility. When I got sued, and even when I was getting sued by Chris Stokes, I asked for no help. I'm just saying, I didn't ask for any help. I didn't ask for any assistance. There's no moderator, subscriber, no one that can come to you and say, Sean came and asked me for help, or I sent Sean money so that he could. No, I didn't ask it because it's my responsibility. And as a man, stand on all 10 and take care of this because you got yourself here. This is a channel. You can't blame that on nobody. It don't matter if your subscribers was rooting you on and all that. Oh, well, that's what they're supposed to do. Like, hello, you know, hello, you know, it's just like, that's how I look at it, you know, just take care of it, you know, and people support you in the process. Great. You know, people hear you going through a lawsuit and want to look out for you. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just didn't feel like it was a request, not from, because I just felt like it was my responsibility. That's all. You know, I didn't ask for anything because I don't feel that when you're right, you're right. So if Millie's right, then just take care of it. And it'll take care of itself, you know, in the long run, you know, is how I look at it. So I saw the question in the chat about DJ Academics. The reason Megan Thee Stallion is not suing Academics is because this is personal. One thing I will say about this lawsuit, this is personal. Megan don't like Millie. She just simply don't like her. She don't like her. And this personal grudge inspired her to sue. That's how I look at it. It's a personal grudge. It's a personal grudge. Go in and back out, choppy. So yes, it's personal. I believe Cardi B, because you know Cardi B and Megan are cool. They're real cool with each other. They're friends. So Cardi sued TASHA. You don't think Cardi was like, yeah, you should sue her. Because Cardi don't like Milagro either. Cardi don't like her either. Her or her sister Hennessy. They don't like Milagro Grams at all. They've gotten into it before, the whole Ra Ali thing, you know, all of that. So this is just personal, is how I feel. She didn't sue DJ Academics because it's not personal. You know, the Academics done said certain things that has gotten underneath her skin, but I don't feel like it's as deep as Millie. Like when it comes to Millie, the reason I think it's personal is because in my opinion, I believe the reason this is so personal to Megan, because Megan was a fan of Millie before Megan blew up. I swear. That is why I feel it's so personal. This is why. Tori added the icing on the cake. Tori added the Nama sue you. Tori added that. Could have been sued Millie if you think about it. She could have been sued her, you know? So I honestly think that both of them are from Houston, Texas, you know, all of that. I do feel like Megan was a fan. I do. I think Megan liked Milagro Grams. Millie is big in Houston. A lot of people know her. And she super represent Houston. You know, honestly, I think Milagro and Megan had a connection because Millie liked Megan in the beginning. It didn't start off as Millie like attacking her. Oh no, she was always complimenting Megan, boosting her self-esteem. She always was. I've been a fan of Millie for a long time. You know, I was a fan of Millie before I ever came on YouTube and started self. And so I think that at one point, Millie didn't know that Megan was watching and listening, and I think Megan was a fan. I do. I think why wouldn't she have been? Millie said nothing negative about Megan. So again, this is why I formulate that opinion. My opinion that I think that Megan liked Millie, and then it got to a point to where Millie's energy changed towards Megan. And then the Tory thing happened. So it's not like the Tory thing made Megan not like Millie. No, she had already not liked her. They were already, you know, at odds, if you will. So that's why I don't think it's Tory. I think that added onto it, but there was the energy there. It was already a strong, I don't like you and you don't like me, energy there. And I think that Megan feels like that's why Millie jumped on the Tory bandwagon, is because of the preconceived notions that she had already had about Megan, and not feeling that way on her own. It's like, yeah, no, you jumping on this whole Tory thing because you was already feeling something, where you was already hating on me. That's how I feel. I do. So I think that it's personal. What this is. This isn't a, because many content creators say things about Megan Thee Stallion. Joe Budden and so many other things not favorable of her. Me, I've said things that aren't favorable, but it's like how it is with her and Millie. Like I said, it's personal with them. Megan and I have no past, or anything like that, or there's no energy there. But with Millie, it is, So I really think, yes, I said Millie reps Houston hard. She does. she does. Fact. Fact. And people in Houston do know who she is. Fact. That's it. I didn't say Houston threw a parade for her. No, I didn't say none of that. That they shut a street down, that it's a Millie Day, a mob radio. I didn't say none of that. I just see, simmer down. Houston do know Millie. They do. That simple. So yes, so I think that it's personal and it's frivolous. I will say that I do that way, but I'm not against Megan suing Millie, and the reason I'm not against it is because, hear me out, hear me out. I think it's to sue for what they want to sue for. I cannot tell Megan, you should sue Millie. If she feel like she want to sue her, I mean, it is what it is. You walking damn near hand in hand to court with the person that she said pop out her, and all you doing commentary on. You got his daddy on your show and all that. Hey, I mean, it is what it is. Who am I to tell, Megan, don't sue her? Mm-mm. I get it. I will say that. I get it. I do, but I think it is sturdy. It definitely is. And with Millie, I think that I'm not going to say that she should have been more humble, because I hate that word, but she did make it seem as if this case was open and shut, and she did accept this attorney's assistance because they were supposed to be working pro bono. I don't think that was set in. And what I mean by that is, I think the attorneys offered their services for free, but not what it would entail. So when anything in court, when you're doing a lawsuit, anything submitted or reviewed, it has to be reviewed, any type of court date, whether it's a mediation or all of that stuff, you have to pay for. None of it is free. Okay? None of it is free. So it's like, what was the actual agreement? Because we're going to listen to Millie, and I don't understand, like, when she's saying that, basically pushing the energy onto the law firm, because it's like, okay, well, what was the actual agreement? What did you agree to? Did you agree that they're going to take care of the case in its totality, meaning all of the fees and they're going to take care of all of that? Or did they mean that their services to you will be free, but everything else you have to pay for? Because that makes sense to me. Because that lawsuits get really expensive, and Megan has an endless flow of money, right? So it's not a big deal to her. This lawsuit is chump change to Megan. So having anything submitted or anything like that, because with me getting something submitted into the court, it'd be like $300 a pop. Like, it was $300 for the paralegal to break this down, $300 for them to take it over here, was $600 for them. I'll be like, damn. I was like, look at here. Now I'm gonna see these fruit dollars, cause now I don't already put it to $11,000-$12,000 damn retainer now. So now look at here, okay? Now I'm seeing these few dollars, and I'm gonna need you to make it work. All right, make it enough, okay? Nah, don't you come in here and ask me for shit else, cause this supposed to been over with already. But they was finding reasons, turn stuff in, and all of that. Very annoying. Very annoying. So I wonder, what was the agreement? Let's see if the video is like and skipping. Go on, come back in. Okay. When it skips when it get good. I don't know. I don't know if it's too cold outside. I don't know what it is because it's like what, like -4 here, but that shouldn't affect the internet. So yeah, I don't know. So is it buffering? Is it still buffering? Still buffering because I will call my internet and cuss them the out because I don't have the time. I literally don't. Girl, I will call them and cuss them the out. I sure will. I'll get them a piece of my mind. Because we good? Are we good? Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. I love came back still funky. Okay, are we good or no? Or do I just need to like come back? Okay. Okay, are we good? Because y'all know I leave, go to the gym, come back, go to sleep. I think I'm going back. And I'm a girl. So, yes. Yes, process better now. Okay. JB says you're good. Okay. Please cuss them out later. I can't. I'm first one strike. Okay. 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 I will grill. I will cut this live off and call and cuss them the out. I sure will. Don't be having me online looking poor. And I'm a girl. So hello. Okay, I'll text that you get your okay, perfect. So yeah, so I'm interested in hearing because Millie really didn't specify in that like what the legal team said that they were going to be responsible for. Because what it sounds like to me is that they were going to be responsible for making sure that their services were taken care of. But when it come to everything else, because lawsuits get really expensive, they do. So I don't see them like that's a lot because she said thus far that she's seen a bill up to like 50K, up to like $50,000. So the law firm, and that doesn't even sound like the law firm services being included. Because if the law firm's services were included, then it would probably be double that. You know, I don't know. So we will see. But let's listen to Millie. She speaks in detail on her lawsuit with Megan the Pegasus. Okay. Correct. And I will stop and give commentary along the way. Absolutely fair use. Okay, thank you. Like I said, it was just a lot of shit on my mind. Can y'all hear? Oh shit. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. 2 seconds. TASHA was having a fit. He had to be put up. He was not used to being fucking bound. Real Classic said they told her they were going to work for free, point blank, period. These lawyers, nothing else. Well, I don't know, because if she has that written down somewhere, then she shouldn't be responsible for any fees, or anything like that. And it also sounds like Millie doesn't necessarily want them as her lawyers. It gives that too. It gives that she don't want them working for her. That it definitely gives that. Okay. So this is what the hell going on that just got me annoyed, Max bitch. There was a lightly veiled threat that I just saw that was directed towards me, or that had to do with me. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel like it was said. Y'all know how things have to be collected. So an accusation has been made, and an accusation was made, and a lawsuit was filed. They said, we want you to produce different things so that we can take a look at, shit that we feel like is it, right? Okay, so what that's giving me is that Megan's attorneys wanted her to send certain information so that they could weed through it. Let's keep listening. Okay, so I submitted it. I believe that people don't feel like that was, and they're not getting what they're looking for. Okay, so she says, I believe that people feel that's not what all it was. So it sounds like the messages from Tori. They wanted all of their contact information with the coordinations with one another. And Millie feels like they feel like, send us all the tea. Send us all the tea. You just sent us a little piece. Send us all of the tea.
So now that here comes the bullshit. Well, I don't want to have to go to the judge to have to order this or that. I don't know what the fuck the judge would be able to get for you, but if that's what you feel like you want to do, the fuck?
So she says they said that they don't want to go to the judge and order things. So it sounds like since Millie wasn't giving them what they, I guess, wanted, that they were going to go to the judge and request that the judge like either subpoenas the information from her to make and that cost. So I'm assuming that that's what they're saying. We'd rather avoid, going to the judge and making the judge make you give it to us. So if you could just like give it to us on your own, that would be great. And Millie's basically saying like, well, you did go to a judge. Like, what is he gonna make me give? Like, what? Like, what do like, I don't have nothing else to basically. So what's he gonna force something to come out of thin air? Is basically what I'm getting from what she's saying right now.
Hello? Like, make it make sense. Babe, you can't, I can't make conversations out of thin air.
See.
So, it's not my problem that I've been accused of something that's not true. So, hello? Okay, like, what, excuse me?
Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Thank you to all 220 people who hit the like thus far. Over 600 people in the building. Please hit the like. Please hit like. And I think this is what Tasha K, because although Tasha K's advice to her was very, very so much was, Tasha was just like, look here, girl, I'm gonna give you some advice, but Tasha K was like, look at here, okay? Millie, okay? I really like you. Okay. Remember what you said about me? No, you fucking didn't. So, and I'm a girl. So, Tasha was just like, look at here. I'm going to give you some advice, but I still don't like it. Okay? I'm going to tell you a little piece. You know, girl, what I had going on, and I'm a girl. But I don't like it. So, that's just what that were. That's just what we're. Tasha was basically trying to tell her, like, look, girl, they do get expensive, and you do get money. So, with you getting money, girl, you should have just went and got your own attorney. And I agree. These people, because if she would have got her own attorney, she wouldn't be going through these issues now because she would know what she's financially responsible for and what she's not. Because throughout this life, it doesn't sound like Millie's too certain of the bill that has accumulated. She assumed that attorneys were going to be taking care of it, and because again, it that does not make sense for me for an attorney to tell you that they're going to pay for your case. Now, it makes complete sense to me for them to waive a fee, so we won't charge you to represent you, but that don't make any sense to me. Like, like, what lawyer, what attorney gonna say that? Like, that's why I'm like, what do you have in writing? Like, what do you have this in writing? Hi, Mom. Hi, Tasha Cat Girl. Hi, Tasha Cat Girl. So, yes. So, I'm just confused by that. I'm like, okay, well, what was the agreement? Because why would they just? I've never heard that. That's new to me. That's new. That they take care of everything because it get expensive, real expensive, right? So I can see the fee being waived, but we gonna take care of everything. That's new. That is new.
Well, can you do this? You didn't satisfy this. You didn't do this the right way. And we asked for all communications. Yeah, you got it. Yeah. Oh, but you thought you would find something else. So you're not satisfied, and you think that there's something being kept from you now?
Yeah.
I told you there wasn't nothing. I told y'all don't stay here. Babe, I read to y'all my messages with this song. There's nothing there. Literally. So that had me annoyed because nigga, this why I'm annoyed, because I know how the media plays. If they go to the courts and we want sanctions and we want her to be ordered to do this or that. that's going to be marked as I'm trying to be evasive. That's going to be regarded publicly as though, well, maybe she's keeping something because why would they need to go to the judge to do da 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 da? You understand? Because why I'm annoyed because bitch, there ain't nothing there. But it's just get the fuck, please get off my phone with that bullshit.
Wow.
There's nothing there. So the fuck. So obviously we have to respond. You know what I'm saying?
What?
And what they're saying.
Oh, here. Hold on. Hold on, Tasha.
You look up one of these days.
Hold on.
And they done went to the judge to tell the judge, well, we need this and that. Order her to do this or that.
She want a link. Hold on 1 second. I can do this. Hold on. One second. Hold on. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna. Ugh. Hold on, what does that sound? Gross. Right here. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. There you go, Tasha. There you go, Tasha. Hit that link, Tasha. Hold on 1 second. Hit that link. Yes. Hit that link, Griff. If you're still here. Yeah. Yes. Okay, everything's working. Boom. Hi. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
So type in the chat.
Hold on 1 second.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hold on.
Hold on, I can't hear you, brother. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because I can hear you just fine. Oh, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Tasha, you should be able to hear me now. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear us? Can you hear me? You should be able to hear me now, Tasha.
Okay, yes. I can
Perfect.
This one, right here. This one.
Perfect.
Okay, so real quick, I wanted to add something because I know you're reviewing, and there are, I didn't play the recording on mine, so I'm glad that you're playing the recording.
Yeah.
But I forgot to tell. This is one of the main things that I got to say, is that she's saying that they're gonna go and ask the judge for a motion to compel because she did not give over all the messages. They can tell when a conversation is complete or incomplete. Mm-hmm. So they're going to put this motion before the judge stating that Millie is refusing to give over evidence during discovery. Discovery is very expensive. So her lawyers are trying to avoid racking up these legal fees that they're not going to get paid for. So that's why they're asking her to apologize in the first place so it goes away. And then I gave her 5 other options that, of course, you guys can go watch on the All Things Tasha. Now, one thing that I forgot to add, Cardi's team, when she thought that we didn't give over everything, they sent in a forensic company. The company flew from California to scan every computer, every phone, old phone, new phone, every email address that we had, and they scanned it and took it back to LA after they sent in a motion to compel because they felt like they weren't giving anything. We did not fight the motion. We didn't say, yeah, we gave everything. We just said, let them do what they want to do. That was when my lawyers was billing, because that took time too. That was on their time too. So the more that Cardi's team did, the more our lawyers got to bill as well too. And the reason I said Millie has excellent lawyers is because they're telling her to go cuss this girl out, to admit that you're right and you're gonna fight her to the end. These are lawyers that are coming to her saying, say you're sorry, because this can be very expensive. And if you can't afford to fight this to the end, then you need to bow out, because this is a money game. It's not about right or wrong. It's not about if you did it or didn't do it. This is a money game. She is up against an entity. The same way I was up against Atlantic.
Right.
I was up against an entity that was limited budget. Luckily, God made a way through my talents to be able to fight that entity. And I did that. Now, to lose in the short game, yes. Did I win in the long game? Absolutely. Yeah. Okay? This wasn't about an interview with Star Marie. If I would have left it at the interview with Star Marie, I don't think it would have gotten as far as it did. It was me cussing her ass out. It was me calling her every name under the sun. That's what that was about. Okay? So Millie needs to pipe down. Her lawyers are good lawyers. She has a great team. And then those motions to compels are dangerous, because they can come into her house through court order, scan every computer, every phone. They will have her download, they call it a data download from your Instagram. They will subpoena Instagram. They will subpoena Meta. They will subpoena her phone service. And they will go through all of those messages. You think they won't do it to prove a point?
Oh, no, they will. They will. They will.
That's exactly what's going on. So, yes, she's crying, but she doesn't have to cry, because I gave her 5 different options to walk away with her head high, and she's not going to lose not one subscriber, and she's going to keep going, streaming live from the project, asking for $20. Now I got to go, Sean. I love you. Bye, baby.
I love you, too. Thank you so much for coming, Tasha. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
I love you. Girl, shout out to Tasha K. Shout out to Tasha K. So, Tasha, look at here. You have good attorneys because you allowed, they're telling you to apologize, which I agree with, okay? Because if an apology is what can make this go away, then make it go away. Like, because this could get really expensive. But there lies again my question again. Who is paying for what? Because is the attorneys telling her that this could get really expensive because she's going to pay for it? Or are they telling her that because they're liable for paying for it? I'm still confused by that. I'm still really confused. Because what does that look like? Are they saying like, we need to try to end this so that, because this could be really expensive for us, going forward? Or are they saying you need to end this because this could be very expensive for you going forward? I am so confused by what attorneys are actually responsible for and what they're not. So now, apology. Y'all say apologize for what? Good question. I guess maybe it's in part of Megan Thee Stallions, because there's a lot of M's. Megan Thee Stallions, maybe it's in her court papers that she wants her to apologize. Maybe she stated that she wants like a public apology, or something like that. But I don't know exactly. I think a lot of this has a lot to do. Star has a lot to do with Tory Lanez. So I don't know if it's an apology for that, or if it's an apology for the constant scrutiny, and things in that nature. So I don't know. But y'all saying Millie will never apologize. If Millie's not going to apologize or does not want to apologize, then what is all this for? I mean, what is all this for? If you're saying that you're really stressed out by this stuff and that you basically like want us to go away, and whatnot, if an apology can help that, why not just do it? That's my thing. If it's super stressing you out, if it's making, you feel that the financial burden is just too much for you, and whatnot, like you don't necessarily got it like that, then why not do what you need to do to make this go away? If an apology is what's going to help Megan be like, you know what? Because Cardi B at times, she would go back and, her mind be like, should I get this judgment read for Tasha, or should I this or that? So she even went back and forth at times. So I think that, But Megan ain't got no kids, so she's not going to be really sympathetic or empathetic toward the fact that Millie has a family, and stuff like that. I really don't think she cares about that. Chocolate Cheesecake says, "How is Millie harassing? Is this the shade room harassing celebs?" Again, personal. You know, I feel when somebody's being sued, even if other people has talked shit, none of that matters. Because think about it. Star Marie, like Tasha just said, that wasn't about Star Marie when it came to the whole Cardi B situation. Although you would have thought it was, because the lawsuit didn't happen for Star Marie. It happened after. And Star Marie was listed in the original law. Star Marie and Tasha K were being sued, not just Tasha K, right? But Cardi let Star go from the lawsuit. She dropped her from it, okay? So again, you would think that Cardi would have more smoke for Star Marie, because Star Marie actually stayed with her, like they did, like she actually know her, and whatnot. Like, regardless of what Cardi B says, if people don't like her, they're definitely gonna run with what Star Marie said, just because Marie, like, it's been proven that Star Marie has actually been, like, around, Cardi. So you would think her energy would be there, more so. Still against Tasha, but more so against Star Marie, because it's like, girl, now for you stamping, all of the ish talking that Tasha's going around doing about her. So to me, that was personal. Cardi personally wanted to Tasha, and it just is what it is. Like, we can't tell her, oh, well, Cardi, why aren't you suing Abram? Why aren't you suing Kyle from Neighborhood Talk? Why aren't you? None of that matters, because if she wanted to sue those people, she would. And it's the same thing with Megan Thee Stallion. Yes, Joe Budden, academics, many people have said discouraging things about her. Hell, Nicki Minaj did a whole diss track, but all of that about her, but she didn't sue any of those people because it's not personal. Like, she don't really care about those people and what they say, but for some reason she cares about what Millie has to say. So whether Millie likes it or not, I want to sue you for saying the things that you said about me and whatnot, and this information that you were getting from Tory and being lined up with him and telling everybody pretty much that I'm lying. If she wants to sue her for that, she can. It's that simple. So I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. But if Megan decides that she wants to sue those people too in return, then I mean, it just is what it is. Absolutely. We over here giving commentary. If we are live or wrong, you can definitely ask for the link. I can drop the link if y'all want to come up on the stream and come up and voice your opinion, especially if you are the people involved, because we're the only people that can tell us that we're wrong. Megan has every right to come up here and tell me that I'm wrong in what I'm saying, and Millie has every right to come up here and tell me that I'm wrong in what I'm saying. Bystander can't tell me anything, because if you are a fan of Millie and you are a bystander, then your main focus should be helping her figure out how she gonna pay for this case. End of story. So that's hilarious. A bystander can't tell us nothing because your girl over there going through and you over here talking about we loud and wrong. Okay, well, she's over there silent and broke is what it's giving. Okay, she ain't got the money for this, right? Don't mean she ain't got money in her actuality. It's just if she give it to that, she don't have it for this. Y'all should be more worried about that. Absolutely. Please hit the like, please. So y'all be worried about the wrong shit. Y'all be so worried about gossip that people be actually going through. Like, Millie's actually over there going through. And you're gossip, right? Okay. She ain't pay her lawyer fees. Which one more important? Let me know if you would like me to drop the link, and you can come up here and correct us on our gossip. But either way it goes, she's still getting sued. Let's listen.
Whatever the fuck they
I'm gonna rewind that a little bit. Girl, I'm gonna rewind that a little bit. Oop.
So that had me annoyed because nigga, this why I'm annoyed, because I know how the media plays. If they go to the courts saying, oh, we want sanctions and we want her to be ordered to give up this or that, that's gonna be marked as I'm trying to be evasive. That's gonna be regarded publicly as though, well, maybe she's keeping something because what they need to go to the judge to do da 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 da. You understand? Which is why I'm annoyed, because
there's the link.
Ain't nothing there. But
for just anybody, like, not to woo bang because I'm amazing. I wouldn't go there with me. Incredible. But If you just have an opinion, you won't be on camera anymore. We'll just hear your audio over here, just like we just did with Tasha. We'll just hear you. It's kind of like a call in. If you want, so if you want to tap the link, I'm going to be doing this from now on, especially with the Nazaya content. I would love to hear people's opinions and what they have to say. Yeah, no different than this. If you have an opinion or you just want to add something to it, you have a question or something that you want to let me know, you absolutely can. Okay. No drama or anything like that. I mean, if you have an issue, whatever, it just is what it is. But if you want to have a nice conversation, not a problem. You won't be on camera. I know a lot of people don't want to be on camera. They like couple situations. So yeah, you just hit that link and walk. We sure will.
It's just, child, get the fuck, please, my phone with that bullshit. There's nothing there. So, the fuck. So, obviously we have to respond. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Stricken Sharon, for 5 memberships. Thank you so much, sweetheart. I love you. Thank you.
And to them and what they're saying. But don't be surprised if you look up one of these days and they done went to the judge to tell the judge, well, we need this and that, order her to do this or that, or whatever the fuck they call themselves doing, because they feel like they don't have everything. Okay.
So, but that can get dirty. With them not feeling like Tasha said, they can if they feel like you holding back anything, or if you're not giving everything that they are requesting, or if they feel like there's parts of these conversations that are missing and whatnot, they will get it. They will, right? And she feels like she's given everything. And I'm not saying that she hasn't, but if the attorneys feel, Megan's attorneys feel like there's more to the situation, and because they already got Zales and Cash Apps and all this other stuff that they've submitted in discovery, and whatnot, of her basically being paid by Tory and Tory's family, his father, and all of that, to basically go on a negative gain against Megan Thee Stallion and make it seem as if Megan Thee Stallion was lying about her story. Millie was one of the main torch holders for Tory at that time. She was. So again, if her attorney want everything, if they want to dig in all of your financials, well, not financials, but that too, but because they're looking for any connection to see if she was being paid by anybody. And if they feel like there's any information that with their case, including text messages, phone calls, emails, anything like that, they will get it from you. They will come into your home. They will send the feds into your crib, attach all cell phone devices, all computer devices, hell, even gaming systems if they need to, and they will get whatever they need. So if you feel like deleting does nothing. Once you type and hit enter, it's on the internet forever.
That's one. Number two, bitch, when I tell you so stressed, it don't make no damn sense. Do y'all, and did y'all see that Unite the People will take on my case? Did everybody see that? Okay. Bitch, the lawyer need his money.
Now, she just said the lawyer needs his money. So she's admitting that the lawyer is requesting funds from her. So again, I am still confused about this agreement that she had with them. If she has, hey, it sounds like the agreement was they are willing to waive their fee. I don't know if she got that confused, or then it felt like them saying that they're going to take care of it, meaning they're going to take care of everything, or them just stating like, hey, we'll waive our fee. That makes sense to me. Them saying like, well, look, we're not going to charge you for our services, but that does not mean that we're not going to charge you for all of the information needs to be submitted in order to win your case. Every time something is turned in, passed along, email, fax, you are charged for it. There is a bill for it, and it gets expensive quickly. Okay, was that included? It doesn't sound that way if she's saying the lawyer contacted her and said that, hey, we need our money.
Hello. I'm in a position. I have been put in a position. Read between the lines.
No, I don't think it's free consultation because they offer to bring her on as a client. Consultation is when you decide if a person's going to be your client or not. You go sit down, you put figures together and whatnot. retainer fees, and you get the ball rolling with consultations if you so choose in the consultation to hire them on as your attorney, because it's your choice. It's not up there. I mean, they can say that because sometimes lawyers, the higher paid ones, are really busy. They have a lot of clients that they're usually dealing with, so sometimes they won't take on any new ones unless it's worth their while. Like if they feel like, okay, this is an open shut case, we can definitely win this, and then could secure some coin, along the way. But if they feel like it's going to take a while, and whatnot, then they'd be like, yeah, no, I already got enough going on. So they can deny you if they want, but overall, it's usually your choice in hiring them. So I don't believe they're talking about consultations. I think that they're talking about more so of their fees of charging her their services, because it's different from like when you're paying a retainer for a lawyer. Anything they so if they request like, hey, send me this, send me that, send me these text messages, emails, stuff like that, all of that documentation that they're going to submit, and it's at different times, there is a fee every time, right? So when you're paying a retainer, that part of those fees can be taken out of that retainer, but like overall, you are responsible for it, right? Because the lawyers still have their fees. So beyond the fee, what's ever left over after their fee, that can be used against the stuff that they're turning in and what they're submitting to the court and to the judge. That can come out of that. And that's usually if you pay over your retainer. But if your retainer, if they're saying like, okay, our retainer is 5,000, and you give them 10,000, then that means that 5,000 retainer fee or whatever their services cost, that is being taken away. So the 5,000 that is left, anything being submitted or whatnot, can come out of that. But that can be accumulated really quick, with just turning things in, having paralegals and others, and even there's a fee for a paralegal. There's a fee for the paralegal sending something. There's a fee for it's just fees on fees on fees on fees on fees on fees, right? And they're not cheap. Like depending on who you have, every time I submitted something, it was like $300. No lie. Every single time. And there was like 4 things submitted on one day. So I was like, gee, I'm like, damn, and I'm responsible for it, because it's beyond my retainer. Because the retainer, my lawyer at the time was like $6,000. So I gave him 12, so it's like, because I know it's a lot of submitting of paperwork and stuff that he's going to have to do. But that $6,000 got ate up quick. Within like a month and a half, I was already having to pay again, give my lawyers more money, at that time. So it gets. And this is Megan Thee Stallion. So her attorneys are going to be submitting all type of stuff. And you have to submit against submissions, basically. So if they submit something like, okay, then you have to submit, respond, to what they submit. That cost. Like, it's not free to respond. That costs. So like everything costs. So it get real expensive. So that's why I'm confused. I'm like, why would they tell her that? Like, why would they? Because that's a big bill, and you already not getting paid from her. She already not paying you for your services, and you gonna what? I'm like, that's usually like some I'm sleeping with you type of shit. Like if I'm sleeping with a lawyer, like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of everything, baby. Yeah, you better, or you ain't gonna get none of this good wally wally. But just doing that, like. What? I mean, I get they want the press and the promotion, and stuff that comes from these type of kids, because going against a big, superstar like Megan Thee Stallion definitely brings for company a lot of traffic. Like Tony Busby with everything that's him getting involved with all of the victims and whatnot of Diddy's and allegedly Jay-Z's, and it brings a lot of publicity to the company. But with Milagro, it really hasn't done that. I mean, to a certain extent. I think maybe their clientele probably went up, because that's another thing. Too, a lot of people start wanting to go to them and work with them if they seen that you're working with certain people, or if then you're being discussed in all of these newspaper articles and on the TV, all of that. It ain't working out like that, at this point in time. So I think that there was wires crossed. There was something not fully explained.
I've been put in a position where I was told that it might matter for you if the request is that you just apologize simply because you don't have the money.
So her lawyers are basically saying, like, look, you should just go ahead and apologize and, retract some stuff. You don't have the money to do this. Again, that is your attorney telling you are responsible for. I don't see the energy towards the law firm if if they waive their fee, and if anything, you should be thankful. You should be like happy. The case being dealt with, they have been very vigilant. They, from what I see, they have not been like lazy about it and whatnot. They're responding when they need to respond. They're getting quick information that they like. It sounds like they're doing a pretty good job. But they're telling you that they're going to take care of everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, you should have went and actually researched the company and see, like, have they done this for anybody else? Like, what make you so special? They're going to tell you, we're going to take care of everything. Why? Like, why? Like, that does something like, I was thinking like you're a big star, or something like that. It's like you're not, you're on YouTube station and stuff like that. Great. She's definitely a big YouTube personality, or just a YouTube or a social media personality. She is, but it's not like celebrity status. So usually when it's like pro bono, it's for someone that could bring out a business and exposure, to the brand. You can go from nobody knowing you as a business, because you can't pay for that type of publicity. Like, the publicity Busby's getting, good, bad, or indifferent, he's being discussed. He's all over the place. So that's better than stamping your face on the side of a bus. That's better advertisement than that. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm really confused. By like, why would they say that? Like, why would, you know, we're gonna take care of your whole case? Ooh, I don't see that.
I was literally told, well, shit, I don't know, because it takes money to fight these. So, shit, if they get to that, let me tell you something.
Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like.
This is gonna go.
So Millie's
apologizing for something I did not do.
So Millie says she doesn't know which way this is gonna go. So to me, that's kind of like a meet at that point in time, because again, I honestly wouldn't be speaking on none of this because it's not, one, it's none of our business, and two, it can be used against her. So anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. That is no joke. Okay, whether you delete it or not. Know that Megan has somebody, anytime she is live, no matter where she's live at, somebody is recording. It was the same way with TASHA. Yes, it was. TASHA did plenty of rants and stuff back in the day with Cardi when she was fed up, because you could see at times that TASHA was really fed up, with the case, like absolutely to the 10th power, just fed the up with it. And I feel like this is like Millie getting there too, to where Millie's really getting fed up with what's going on. But the thing about TASHA and Millie is, I think TASHA had a better handle on what was going on. So when TASHA would do her little rants, and it'll be more so of her like cussing certain people out. But she didn't really speak, even though you can tell that TASHA wasn't happy with her attorneys at times. She really didn't go live speak against them, or anything like that. She would keep that on the low. She wouldn't speak outwardly about it. And I think that this isn't helpful, speaking outwardly about your attorneys and whatnot, because they can technically drop her, if they want to. And if they're not getting paid or haven't been paid, they can drop her and bill her. They can. They can be like, you know what? Since you're live and, discussing, what we have going on and what's going on behind the scenes and stuff like that, client, you have the client privilege as well. So she's making that at this point, coming forward, discussing because this is lawyer talk. These are conversations that you've had with your attorney. It's like, I wouldn't advise that. I would just keep that on the inside, or maybe speak to like, a close friend or your husband or somebody about those things. And then just, her stating that she doesn't know how this is going to go and that she doesn't want to apologize for something she didn't do. I feel like that stuff is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But speaking on the attorneys at all, I don't think it's the best thing to do, because I wouldn't want to necessarily get back to them and them feeling that, because this sounds discouraging. Like, this isn't anything that makes it sound like you believe in the company, anything like that. It's like you've lost faith in them and in their defense of protecting you, when you feel as if they're telling you to wave the white flag. But they're not telling Millie to wave the white flag because she's done something wrong. They're telling Millie to wave the white flag because you can't afford this. So there's a difference, because if you hear what she said, that's what she said. The lawyers were telling her that, this could get very expensive. This is more, and, when Millie is, she's basically stating the same thing, that this is getting more expensive than, I thought it was, lawyers requesting money and stuff now and all of that. So I feel like they're just like, hey, well, why don't you just go ahead and just bow out of this, and then in the long run, you can save, a lot of money, and all of that, and not have to worry about, because it's about to get up there. Like, you about to look up, and her bill gonna go from 50K to 250K to 350K. Like, it literally, okay? It gets there. This is Megan Thee Stallion. She has an unlimited source of income, so she can file what she want to file, put in what she wants. That's fine. She could drag this case on for years if she want to. Do Millie have the money to pay for this for years? And what, because that that's what I feel like that were let's be positive and support Sean. Correct. Yeah, let's be positive and support Sean. So yeah, because I'm being unbiased with my I don't have an issue with Millie, so there would be no reason for me to be shady, but I'm gonna tell her the truth. Like, I'm gonna tell her what I think. And as of what I think right now, I think that this is her bowing out. This is her saying, because it's like you're admitting defeat before it even happens, because if the bill is going to be on you, you're saying that you don't have it, is what this lie, and she's going to explain that more. But if the bill fall on you, you ain't got it. So at the end of the day, if you have to cut it loose, which the lawsuit is against her. So you don't have like a countersuit against Megan, or anything like that. This lawsuit is against her, so only Megan can drop the suit. Only Megan can say this is over. Millie can't say this is over, rather than money or not. It's not up to her. It's up to Megan. So this is why attorneys are encouraging her to apologize or do whatever she needs to do, retract, whatever she needs to do to get Megan's attorneys to basically want to drop this suit against you, because they've already filed for dismissal and it was denied by the judge. So the judge said, no, this lawsuit is foolproof. Let's go forward. Let's move forward with it. And I think that that's discouraging to Millie, because she thought that that's what was going to happen, honestly. I think that she thought the case was going to get thrown out, because it does seem more frivolous. Megan's attorneys is not playing. Like, they didn't come to play with her. They didn't. Okay? They're vicious. They are sharks. So expensive sharks. Okay? And you best believe Megan is going to sue her for everything she had to pay for these attorneys. Megan is not dropping this. Not at all. Megan gonna at least want her coin. So I don't see it being because you say sorry, I'm dropping it. And I think Millie feels that. I think Millie feels like if I do come forward and apologize and retract, and she continues with the lawsuit, then that was all in vain. So now my audience side-eyeing me, and looking at me crazy, and all of that, because I'm apologizing to her when they're all teaming me, and backing me against her. And now I'm like team her, kissing her arse, and all for nothing. All for her to still continue, but she was already pursuing. So this is heavy. This is heavy.
And I'm not admitting to something that I did not do. So if this case does not go my way, because motherfucker ABL didn't have the money for whatever the fuck.
She said if this don't go her way, because MFers don't have the money to pay for whatever. So who are you talking about? It's like, Millie, are you talking about you, or are you talking about the attorneys? Confused. Which one are you talking about? If you don't have the money, or if the attorneys don't have the money to fit the bill?
Then that would be the reason.
And again, the fees that she's talking about, it's not the attorney fee. Because it sounds like they waived that. What she owes right now is everything that has been submitted into the court. Okay, all of the paperwork that they submitted, all of you are responsible. There is a fee for everything. Okay, and they are not cheap. All right. So that is what she's responsible for. That is what the bill is racking up to right now. It's the fees, not lawyer fees. No. Because if the lawyers are going to work with her, they can just put that to the side until later. They can handle that at the end of the case. You know, they'd be like, okay, we'll just take care of this, and depending on, you winning or whatever, we can handle the bill later, or we can just have you put, another big down payment down on the bill. Your bill's 30K right now. Give us 10, and we'll keep going. And then in a month or two, hey, give us another 10, and we'll keep going. And whatnot. So yeah. So, but if Megan can just go and go and go and go. So if payment is what's going to halt you at this point in time, it does not look good at all. It doesn't.
And that would be that. Like, when I tell you I'm so fed up and I'm just so fucking done, I am done. Like, I'm over it.
Like, I get her saying she's fed up and I get her saying she's done, but you put yourself here. You put yourself here. Again, this could have been taken care of a long time ago. This can be taken care of a long time ago. When this first came about, I feel like she could have reached out or had her, she got an attorney, had an attorney reach out to figure out how they could settle this, and whatnot. She didn't do that. She made it seem like it was taken care of. This lawyer firm had her. This is not going to be a big deal. This is going to get thrown out. She's live, twirling in her hair, all of this stuff. Megan them, they watching all of this. So they're like, oh, okay. So you think it's sweet. Okay, cool. Say less. So that's antagonizing, if you ask me. Oh, you acting like I ain't going, oh, okay. So now that confidence is out of the window. Now it's more sort of like a bowed head, tail in between your legs type of situation. Why would Megan care? Why would Megan care? Megan fully went into this lawsuit knowing that Millie was probably not going to be able to afford it. Not how she was going to come at her. No. Not how I'm going to come at you. You ain't going to be able to afford this, sweetie. Or I'm laying them pockets right up. It's the same thing Cardi B tried to do to Tasha K. But Tasha K kept pushing. She kept thriving. Tasha rolled that wave. Tasha rolled that wave, girl. She said Tasha had all of YouTube covering it. I mean, it was crazy. Tasha rode that wave. So yeah, she may have been combative and defiant, and all of that stuff, but she had to do. She did what she had to do. She made it work. Tasha K says, shout out to my mama, shout out to my grill. Tasha says, or she can file bankruptcy and stop all of this. That too. That too. Texting live from the beach. Live from the beach. You and Shekna, y'all look good. I said, oh, look at my YouTube parents. Look at them. So, yes. So, I mean, she could file for bankruptcy. I really don't think Millie wants to go that route. But that is an option. That is an option. She could file for bankruptcy. She could. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. But wouldn't it be better suited for her to file for bankruptcy after the lawsuit? Like, not during it, right? After. Not during the lawsuit. After the lawsuit. File for bankruptcy.
Because at the end of the day.
No, during. Oh, no, Tasha said do it now, girl. Millie. Tasha said go down there right now. Well, not today, Sunday. First thing in the morning. Going on up there. And file for bankruptcy. Because then they got to consider that in court. They got to consider, like, look at her. Ho, ho, ho. She done filed a chapter. Whatever. Okay? So that is an option. Yep, Tasha said no judgment is entered. So look at here. That's another option too, Millie. That's another option too, because when you submit that type of stuff in the court, like because when you submit bankruptcy court, then everything got to stop moving, girl. They got to pause everything. Yes, that'll really piss Megan off. That'll really piss Megan off. They'll stop everything in its tracks and be like, before this is taken care of, before exactly how much she's worth and what she has, we're going to have to put this on pause. It's President's Day tomorrow. Ooh. That's true. So Tuesday, first thing in the morning, girl. Absolutely. Tasha said she used this as a means to file saying she can't afford it. And that's basically what she's saying right here on Station Head. So I mean, so it's not far-fetched. It's not far-fetched because you have said publicly, Millie, that this doesn't sound like something that you can afford. So let's keep listening. Ooh, but that is good advice. It's good advice. Shady, but good advice.
Anything after that is not my responsibility. It's supposed to be handled. One person might say, well, get such and such to do it. Well, you fucking accuse me of using this person and shit. So if they start wanting to help, he couldn't. You understand?
No, because he in prison, girl. He couldn't even help himself against the Megan, girl. No, no. What could he do with the alopecia? I mean, say he wanted to help. Say Tori Yeha Lanes, say Tori Toddler Lanes wanted to help. Okay, say he was standing right here, this hall. What would he do? I wants to help because his family free, you know, and they implemented those people because you were dealing with those people. You were dealing with Tory. You were walking back and forth to court with him. So that they're not implementing Tory. You did. Now DJ Akama and Joe Budden and stuff like that. That's different. But with Tory, you walking in and out of court with him aligns you, not because his daddy sent you a few dollars, anything like that. No. Not at all. You publicly aligned yourself with him. You're going back and forth with him to his court date about power her. Okay? And Megan looks at it as Tory was using you because she know that Tory know that y'all don't like each other. So I feel like she was doing that on purpose. Megan feels like Daystar was kicking it with Milagro on purpose because she knew that Millie didn't like her. Not because y'all organically just, no, y'all wasn't, you and her are in cahoots, okay? That's what that word. So yeah, you implemented that. That's a public thing. If Millie went in and out of court with Tori and stuff like that, then it's like, we don't know what they had going on or nothing like that. We can't say that they were actually in cahoots, or anything like that. But seeing them, didn't they go to like lunch together too or something like that? Grab.
If certain people wanted to help, nigga, they could. You've already accused them of shit. So that's where shit is now.
Accuse them of what? Oh, like helping her out. Okay.
I'm not saying because I did anything wrong. They just take money to get money talking bullshit. Welcome up. Basically.
So she said basically the money she's losing. If no money, lose. You get the money, you're good.
And I'm so fucking upset.
Mm-hmm.
To have that conversation with you. I just needed to tell you what was going on. Just so that you would know. We talked about everything else.
It's not just Tori not writing for Megan. None of them are. The Joe Budden, the DJ Academas, ain't none of them writing for her. Because it's better you than me. That's how they looking at it. It's no different than Diddy. It's plenty of people that hit Diddy up privately and be like, oh, we see you going through all of this, man, it ain't fair, blah, blah, blah. They trying to take another black man down. But then publicly, they hide from you. That's hello. That's what they do. Better you than me. But they're not going to come forward and stand for you because they don't want the energy they're saying. They'll rather be spending their money on Instagram models and all of that popping bottles on them and let the house sleep with them and all of that DJ Academa. They'd rather be wasting their money on that type of stuff, than helping you because they definitely could. So it's not turn their backs on her. It's just better you than me,
Somebody said how much, I don't even fucking know. Like, there was like, what needs to be paid for? Okay, one that needs to be paid for. Like, we got mediation next month. The deposit for the mediation, okay. I don't know how much the going to get. I don't know. The shit wasn't coming to me. The bills was being sent to the people that paid.
Okay, so she said the deposit for the mediation, she doesn't know how much she owes. She knows there's a bill. She just doesn't know how much she's responsible for and whatnot because the bills aren't clearly being paid. So she said that the bills weren't being sent to her. The bills were being sent to the people that's paying for it. Who? I'm just like, what? Because they should still be paying for it. And then what has been paid for thus far? Because it don't sound like anything has been paid for. That's where I'm at. It don't sound like nothing has been paid for. So it's like, is she Aggie? I'm confused.
Federal case. Federal cases are very expensive.
The attorneys have to pay, says Mount TV. Well, if the attorneys had to pay, they would. That's why I said, like, this shouldn't be a conversation. She wouldn't be speaking of this if the attorneys were paying for it. If the attorneys were supposed to be responsible for it. Think, if you're an attorney, Mount TV, and you were working pro bono for someone, and you're also going to take care of their fees and everything else that goes along with the case. Imagine them live saying that what the money's coming from, I don't know who's supposed to be paying for it. They were sent to this person, that. It makes you look away. It makes the attorneys look negligent, although they have been doing, from what I've, a decent job, with this case. They haven't been lazy. They've been like on it. Like 100%. So it makes them look like they lied to her or they bamboozled her in some way, shape, or form. It's not a good look on the attorneys, because that's who the blame is going to go to, because who else will be responsible for paying for it besides her? My TV says, I just worked with a lawyer. He refused to pay for it once we got the filing, forcing a settlement. Again, that's why I said you do more research. Like at the beginning of the live, I said you do more research on the attorney. 100%. Is it worth working with someone for free versus still having to pay in the long run, or just starting off paying somebody? I would rather just start off paying somebody. Just because it's free don't mean it's good. That's the thing. It does. So you're taking that risk, saying, yes, I will allow you, to do these things. Do your research. Look into other clients that they've worked with. Any of their cases pro bono? Email them. See how it went. Look at reviews on these people. Like the thing, you got to do your research. Instead of just, oh, these people said they're going to take care of it. Cool, and just allow them to. Then you just sit back and keep doing what you've been doing. Like, yeah, no, get involved. Now, I just chilled when I was being sued. I let my lawyer take care of it because he specialized in it. And what my ending result was, I won. That was my ending result. So I did the proper research. I made sure that I hired somebody that was going to fit the needs of what needed with my case. Millie should have did the same thing, because it's not a surprise when you do your research. Because if you do your research and see that they fumbled with other people, what will make any different? But if you do your research and see that they pretty much have a great record, then that's what you go for. I looked at reviews on my attorneys, even emailed to people and be like, hey, you work with them, how was it? I was like, oh, it was great. Like, went off without a hitch, blah, blah. And that was my same experience. My attorneys were great. I don't have anything to complain about in what they did, because my went towards it. So they just did what they were supposed to do, because I came out of pocket. I wasn't offering any free services or anything like that. And even if I was, I don't know that you can actually handle it. I don't know that you can actually do it. And I don't want to be stuck, or I'm in this case and now I can't do what I need to do or maneuver and get, proper legal counsel because I don't waited too far into it. And So I would rather know what I'm getting into than be surprised, because this is Miss Stallion, meaning she's rich, meaning she has the money to just go and go and go and go and go. Okay, and me and Megan pockets ain't the same, so I'm not about to act like we're equals. Like, I'm not about to do that. So I'm gonna act like she rich, and I'm like I'm making it. I'm gonna act medium class. I'm not about to, act all high class. I'm not gonna do none of that stuff and make it seem like, no, not at all. So again, I'm still confused by what the lawyer was actually responsible for, because if the lawyer was responsible for everything, that's what Millie would be saying. She's not saying that. She's saying that there's bills. She's saying that bills were sent to certain people that were supposed to be paying. Like, that's not explaining anything. It's leaving everything in the air. Because if the lawyer said from jump, I'm taking care of everything financially, have to worry about nothing, we're going to take care of all of this. One, it should have been in writing. And two, that's what she should be spewing. And three, if that were true, why is she having this conversation? Why is she saying these things about the attorney? That doesn't make sense. You're making them look bad for somebody that's working for you for free. So I'm confused.
So they've been. I think that I've seen a bill for $15,000 so far for sure. Like for sure, like this been paid up. But I think that
she says she saw a $15,000 bill for sure that has been paid up. What is the bill? Is the bill for attorney fees? Meaning, did so far you would have been charged $15,000 from them, or is it been $15,000 just in general that has been spent thus far? Like that's not really explaining anything. It's really vague in saying that. So it's like even if I wanted to cuss the attorneys out, I wouldn't know what to cuss them out about. I'm mad at you because, and if you wouldn't have, then Millie wouldn't have had to. It's like I wouldn't really know what to say. Like I wouldn't really know what to be like. She said out her own mouth that she don't know what she's responsible for. She. So who am I mad at? Like who's to blame right now? You know, I'm confused. If you got contracts and all of this state and certain stuff, this should be avoided. Like there would be no reason for this at all.
Paid at least like $50K.
She says up to at least like 50K. 15,000 to 50K, I believe, has been paid. Please hit the like, please hit the like, please like.
Like already. On literally what has just been out. Now, because the judge did not dismiss it, deposition happened, discovery, and mediation. You have to pay for depositions. You have to
mediations too.
To pay all these costs. And that's the part of the process that gets expensive. But this is the whole reason for this. This is why a person would try to challenge someone as an independent citizen and milk the fuck out of them and try to cripple them in the courts because I'll put it to you like this. She's not going to take Joe Budden to court because Joe Budden can put the bill and the shit will just get thrown out eventually because the things he says speak to things. I think ultimately the people would find that, okay, fine, fuck it. But she chooses me because I'm not a commercial platform. Y'all fuck.
I don't feel that way. I really don't feel that way. So basically, Millie's saying that Megan is targeting her because she's not a successful commercial platform that has, you know, many people backing her. Like Joe Budden has attorneys and business partners and advisors and, you know, like a bunch of other stuff money-wise to where he could definitely fight her in court with no issue financially. But since she knows that Millie will be like the underdog in, you know, a battle with court, knowing that she would basically milk her dry, that is the reason that she chose her. Why wouldn't she? Isn't that the whole point? That's the whole point. She don't like you. So why wouldn't she want to milk you dry? It's the same thing Cardi B was trying to do to Tasha K. Same thing. Same thing. But Tasha was able to her bill though, you know, to like when it came to making sure her attorneys and stuff was taking care of the court fees, all of them, she did that. She still took care of all this stuff. Her lawyers got paid. You know, her lawyers ain't running around talking about some Tasha K owe us a ... You know, Tasha K owe us $275,000. Like, yeah, that's just not what that were. That's not what that were at all. So, yeah, I don't think that it has anything to do with that. I think it's personal. I think she just simply just doesn't like you. That's it. That's all. I think she wants to make you hurt. I think she wants to show other people why not to play with her. Because you're not the only one that's playing with her. So if anything, you're just like Tasha K, a guinea pig with a lot of these people, with a lot of these celebrities that have sued. Because there's other celebrities suing other YouTubers in other sectors right now. We are not the only ones. We're not special, you know, in any regard. So it matters about how much you move a person. If you get underneath the person's skin enough for them to feel like they're going to come after you, all is fair in love and war. You can't sit online saying the stuff that you say about people, and no different than me. I said certain things about people I've done. So when they tried to sue me and when they tried to come for me, I took care of that. I'm not going to come forward like with a victim mentality, because how can you have one? If you said that you're not apologizing for anything because you didn't do nothing, then why are you the victim? Why? I don't understand that part. To say that a person is targeting you, no, not at all. Megan never told you to talk about her. She never told you to go day to day in on her. She never said that. And then again, you did have the type of outlet to where it was heard on a different level. Because everybody keeps saying stuff like this. Why won't Megan sue Joe Budden? Why won't she sue this person? Why won't she sue that person? Why won't she sue Ra Ali? Why Megan ain't sue Ra? They had a lot of the same ideologies, Milagograms and Ra Ali, the It's On Site show, and whatnot, and also the blog, It's On Site and whatnot. They've had selected things to say about Megan as well, and Millie is taking the brunt of the energy when Cardi B was about to sue It's On Site and Raw Ali and whatnot. They mentioned Millie. They weren't about to sue her. You don't think it was plenty of people saying why she ain't suing Millie? As much as Millie sit over there and talk about Cardi B, as much as Millie sit over there and talk about Hennessy, and stuff like what I'm saying there. Well, nobody saying that. So again, when it comes to a lawsuit, you can sue whoever you want to sue. If Megan don't like Millie and decided to make it personal because she's tired of either Millie talking about her or saying that she lying, or every time a post comes out about Tori may have been telling her things like that, here she comes. You know what? If she want to sue her for that, who are we? We can't tell her what to do. So it just is what it is. So yeah, it's personal. That's all it is. I don't believe Megan is suing Lee because it's not personal. Like she really don't care. We can't tell people to care about. Well, Megan, if you sue her, you gotta sue these people too. No, she don't. No, she don't. Why does she have to sue other people because she sued Millie? No, she's suing Millie because she knows that it's gonna dry those pockets out. That's her whole point, and making it personal. I don't think it has anything to do with money because if she thought Millie had all this money and sue Millie for all of this money and am I wrong, then why is she liking this on? Like I feel like Megan wants this to go for a while. Megan wants this to go long enough to drain those pockets because it gets very expensive. Best revenge is your paper. Best revenge is your paper. So the best revenge is removing all your money from you. Like, yeah, let me put you to trial and error. Let me stress you the out. Let me make this lawsuit so that you can't afford it. She could do that with Joe Budden and she would. She know that she can. They got a whole bunch of sponsors and stuff like that. It won't deplete, their money. But with somebody like Millie, someone who isn't commercial or doesn't have ads and stuff like that, I'm not even sure Millie's being paid on YouTube. Her first channel got demonetized under video. And YouTube's rules is once you are demonetized, like that's it. So I don't even know if she's getting paid on YouTube. I know she is probably makes a healthy amount over there on Station Head, but I don't know what her financial status or situation is over here on YouTube because she did get booted long ago. They popped, I think 2 hurdles had got popped. And yeah, so I don't know. Last I checked, when Millie was on YouTube, it was more sort of like for promotion. And it's like that. I mean, if she's monetized, great. But last I knew, she wasn't. So again, that's another income that's not even necessarily even being counted in that. So again, I feel like that was Min's point, was to drain your pockets because that's what you do. The people you don't like, you take them down, and that's one way by doing it. Drying up all that money you could be spending on your family and your friends, and just you and your business and all this stuff. I'm gonna encumber all of that. I'm gonna make it hard for you to be able to fart without paying a bill after you're done. And you can kiss all that going out to eat and all of that. I feel like that's her point. Like, why wouldn't she? Honestly, I think that's deliberate. Yeah.
Fucking know that. That's why it's $20 every 15 minutes. She knows that. So she went to federal court and filed a case, knowing how expensive that shit was, hoping that even if this ain't the case, bitch, I still got you because you can't afford it.
Correct. And you're giving her that right now. This live is giving her that. This live letting Megan Thee Stallion know that your exact plan that you were trying to do against me, it's working. You're handing it to her on a platter. You're handing it to her like, girl, you won, girl. If your plan was to make sure that I was broke and I couldn't afford none, I'm just keeping it real. Look, I'm a buyer, so look at here. You're handing it to her on a silver platter. You said out of your own mouth. If that's your plan, basically you won. You did it. That girl, you was planning on trying to make me a broke. That's what happened. Just saying.
That is why you can have a whole record called Bigfoot saying all these 50, 11 fucking things, not a word.
So she's saying that the Bigfoot song with Nicki Minaj, she's saying you can have the song Bigfoot and not say anything about it and or try to sue Nicki. Why would she sue Nicki, girl? Do you know how much promotion she got? Bigfoot basically helped the song that she had dissing Nicki Minaj and Button and all of that. It basically helped it go #1 because everybody knew Nicki was gonna say something. Buy that type of promotion. Hello? You just sitting over there talking shit. But Nicki over there saying she can take it to the bank. Megan can take that to the bank, girl. Hello? That's helpful. You got the queen of rap responding to you? Hello? Helpful. Why would she sue her? That's why we don't understand why the Drake tried to sue Kendrick. We're like, this is still great. Like your name is everywhere. Everybody talking about you. Like all of like, yeah, this is still great for this. Like at the end of the day, like what are you suing him for? So why are you suing him? Like we all looking at Drake like, are you okay? Like, are you all right? Hello? So yeah, why would she sue Nicki? Why would like
That is why I just can get on his platform and say all this shit and not a word. That is why Jason Lee can still to this accuse her of being an alcoholic and a bitch ain't gonna say shit. Because they have enough money to get them to the end.
Well, everybody knows that Mega's Tory Lanez, right? Jason wasn't walking with him to court. Nicki wasn't walking with him in the court. Again, it's layers to this, I don't feel like it's just one set thing. I feel like it's many things, but it's personal.
You understand? Okay. So is anything actually being won? No. It's a bullying tactic. Is what the fuck it is. So, any fucking way. I just came to tell y'all what the hell was going on. Because it's just been so fucking just like a mental toll. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just to my people and I'm just gonna tell them what the fuck is going on because we're open. I don't like y'all being surprised by shit. And if things do go a certain way, I wanted you to understand why I was going a certain way.
We still don't understand. So basically, it's like if I lose, I'm trying to understand why I'm losing. Well, why? Because bills aren't paid? Well, who's responsible? We still don't even know that. Who's responsible for said bill? I don't know. It's all over the place. It's all over the place. I could just, but you can tell she does sound defeated. She does sound like she's losing sleep, over this stuff now. Very stressful.
And be like completely transparent with you about it. Somebody said, can you make her pay your fees at the end? If I were to win the case, and if we could get to the end, under circumstances, the one would have to get there. You understand? You have to get there. So it's not that I can't win because I didn't do anything. So it's not a situation where this evidence look a fool.
Look at here. This don't have nothing to do with who pop out Meg. Okay, Megan is rich. So with Megan being rich, she can use any instance. She can say, I canceled this show because of what Milagro Grams was over there saying about me. I didn't go to this event, this one that was going to pay me $60,000, $100,000 to show. She could just make up stuff. The main way of winning a defamation case is loss of wages. Some money being lost somewhere. Not just because somebody's mean to you or because you feel like they're bullying you. And whatnot. That's why it's weird that when Millie says that she's being bullied, it's like, what? Like, okay. But I mean, that's how she feels. That's how she feels. But yeah, so it's not about that. It's more so about what did you lose? If she said that she had to talk to a therapist because what Millie was over there saying, Millie has to prove otherwise. Millie has to prove, no, you didn't miss that show because of me. No, you didn't get a therapist and lay on the couch with me. No, you didn't. Whatever Megan is claiming. No, you didn't miss these shows and whatnot because of me. She has to prove that. And the proof is on her So yeah, do I think Megan is being very so much petty with this? Yes, absolutely. But I mean, you have to think about that type of stuff before you get there. Again, anybody could have been a target of Megan's. Anybody. The majority of that Tory stuff is over with. So it's like you would think that Megan would get off of that train. That anybody that has something. I really don't think it's that. I just think it's personal, and she just don't like. If I was suing somebody that I don't like, I'm not going to make it up. I like other stuff up. Bitch, I'm suing you because I don't like you. You always talking. You feel like you can just play with my name and say what you want to say on my name, and that it just is what it is. Do something about it. Do something about it. Win. Like that. That's how I feel. If I want to sue somebody, I'm just doing it. I don't care if people feel like it's fair or I don't care. Oh well. La, 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 la. Like I don't care. Oh well. Like, and it's that simple. Literally, it's that simple. Like she's suing her because she wants to. That's it. It's petty all the way around the board. She's simply suing Millie because she don't like her. That's it. Because like y'all have even named other people that she could be suing, the Jason Lees, the Joe Buttons, and all of that stuff. She could sue them. She absolutely could. Because she still got more money than all of them. Megan got more money than Jason. Megan got more money than Joe. Megan got more money than academics. She got more money than all those people. So either way, win, lose, or draw, she could still sue them. She don't want to. That's it. It ain't because they got penises. It's because she simply don't like Millie. Like, boom. In a nutshell, I don't like you. That's it. That's it. Boom. End of story. Like, we ain't gotta make up stuff. Let's put a whole bunch of things together in the reason. Or it can just be because I don't like you. Boom. So here, Flip. Shout out to my baby down the rabbit. She says Sean can't get over Kaylin Walker case with Millie. Yeah, I mean, again, and this is something very interesting that Millie says in this live about men, about black men. And we're gonna get into that too, because I was very shocked when she said that. I'm like, girl.
That's not looking good for you. This is not that. This is literally money. Like little black and white money. So, and anybody saying, how can I help? I can't even tell, like, the issue is money, but I don't even know what the fuck the fees are. I don't know. So I can't even give you a fucking answer.
So she can't even tell you what she owes. She can't even tell you what fees is. Honestly, it's like, what are we talking about, babes? Like, I want to be here for her, right? I want to be on her side, but I don't know, like, what am I defending? What are we defending, right? What are we defending?
Bitch, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they need. I don't know. Y'all talking about college academics. People. Let me tell you something about niggas.
Ooh.
When a nigga want to do something, they do it. Simple as that. I'm being accused of being mixed. I cannot call that fucking man.
Well, I mean, y'all were on lives together during the Tory Lanez trial. It was the reason why academics really had any interest in you in the first place and whatnot. So, I mean, you can't keep saying it's like they're implementing you with these people. No, you have done it, and on a public scale, so that they know that you have some sort of affiliation with them. They don't need to know the whole breakdown of the relationship. You and academics probably rarely speak, probably just speak in passing, things like that. But in their eyes, they're gonna take it another way. They're gonna push their narrative, not yours. They're not gonna push your narrative. They're absolutely not. They're going to put Megan's team is going to push the narrative that works for them. And for their narrative, anybody that they've seen you with during that debacle, they're going to use them against you. But the thing about it is, academics don't give a fuck that Megan is suing Millie. Academics don't care. Like, he never cared about Millie. He used Millie for the little clout he felt like she had at that point in time because she was linked to Tory. So, like, he used Millie, not actually try to genuinely build a relationship with her, because if so, then he would be fighting for her. He would be like, Meg, I feel like what you're doing in Milagro is crazy. Like, you know that the girl didn't mean nothing by her. She was just giving commentary, like, he would defend her, in some way, shape, or form. They have completely abandoned her. completely abandoned. Daystar father was loud as hell with that little midget, that little leprechaun was we couldn't get him to shut up, hooping and hollering in front of the courthouse and all that. But now that Millie getting popped by Megan, crickets, crickets. No, we're gonna need your little short bald head ass back live, hooping and hollering and screaming, saying that Megan knows she wrong for what she's trying to do to that girl. You weren't paying her to go after your son and none of that to defend your son and to go after Megan, you know, and all of that. Because that's been submitted in evidence that Daystar's father sent Milagro Grams money, Cash Apps, PayPal, whatever it was, Venmo, whatever it was, real. Whatever it was, real. And he has sent her a few payments, but it didn't say thanks for cussing out Megasis. The here's for saying that she did it. Like that what? That is what the receipt say. He could just supporting her like anybody else does. Like when, you know, she said every 15 minutes she asked for $20. So girl, is all of those $20 gonna be added up? It's, you know, they paying her to go after you too, girl. So I mean, it just is what that word. He ain't said a word. The Daystar family, the Peterson family, has been very quiet on Milagro's defense, although Milagro was very loud with a bullhorn when it came to defending Daystar. So again, I'm just saying, academics don't give a fuck. That is that simple. He got his own stuff going on. You know, he talking to the 14, 15-year-old bullshit online. He got his own going on. So he not worried about no Milagro Grams because he never with her. He never with her. That's how he used her. That's it. Girl, play.
Text him and ask him for money. So do you understand the other form of manipulation going on? Let me accuse you of all these different things concerning these different people, which ices them out from being able to assist in certain ways without it being manipulated. You understand?
No. I don't get what you're saying. Because if they were incorporating you and I together, and I was DJ Academics, then I'll just send one of my friends some money. I'll be like, look, send this to Milagro. I see she over there going through court stuff and whatnot, and you know I really don't want it attached to me. Send her like 5 racks or send her like 10 racks, and I got you. It could have been an anonymous donation. He didn't even have to say nothing to you until the case was over. They can't tell you who can and who can't help you. Like they can't tell you that. They can't say that. Even hell, if Daystar wanted to assist you, I mean, it would be incriminating. It would be, you know, more stuff looked at like, see. But other than that, I mean, they couldn't. That don't make it illegal. Like it's not illegal for anybody to help you with compensation. Hello. Hello. Academics didn't send you nothing because he just simply don't want to. Academics ain't looking out for Millie because he just simply don't want to. He don't give a fuck. He never did. That's all that say. That's it. Yeah. He got plenty of money. Academics, he does well. Academics does very well. So he got plenty of money. That's chump change. Sending her $5,000, $10,000, $15,000. That no big deal. He spent that on females. So, I mean, hello. Has no interest in Milagro Grams. None.
Now, a GoFundMe.
Please hit the like.
I don't know how that works. I just know I have a fucking headache. And I just am over it. And I just know I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't. Like, people are fucking dying. Literally. People are dying. I have been real shit in my life. This shit, I do not fucking care. It literally is stupid. It's so fucking dumb. It's dumb. There are people who really need restraining orders. There are people who really need the courts.
But that's the thing, like, and also really, there are people that really could have used your content and really could have used your voice, and you could have removed the energy that you were putting on Megan. It's like, I love Millie, but you are not innocent here. You are not innocent. You're not. You can't make yourself innocent in this situation. Take accountability. You're not taking accountability. I'm not saying that Megan is right in suing her, and what I don't agree with that. I don't, but that's me. I wouldn't sue Millie, for these type of things because I'm a content creator, so I know. Like Millie, even the stuff that she was saying, she truly didn't mean any harm. You just trying to pop. You want your platform to do well. All of that stuff. But I really don't feel like she was trying to like destroy Megan, or anything like. No, not at all. But if that's how it came across to Megan, somebody that is not a content creator and don't know what we go through, the jabs that we throw at each other, and stuff like that. Like this would be different if like Tasha K was suing Millie. Then we'd be like, Tasha, girl. Because Tasha know what's up, but this is a performer. This is somebody that they're not in the field with us. Like they're gonna take the energy different from the stuff we say. You can't just expect them to be like, we know that they don't mean any harm. If Megan feels harm from the things that you're saying, I can't tell her that she's wrong. Be no different if she tried to sue me or the next person. If we are coming at her, laying into her, she has every right. And I think that Milagro is like forgetting of how hard she covered that case. Milagro, you covered the case so hard to you was that damn near every court appearance. You basically moved to Cali to be there at every waking moment. So it's a different energy, is what I'm saying. If Megan is feeling some way, I don't blame her. I really don't. I really don't. I'm not going to make Megan a victim because I don't think that she's a victim in like what her and Millie is going through. But at the end of the day, you get to sue who you want to sue. You get to sue who you want to sue. So if she said, I'm suing you, it is what it is.
I can't even make my to give a fuck about this simple-minded shit. So it's like I'm just at my wit's end because it shouldn't have gone this far. It's literally ridiculous. Go read that motherfucking lawsuit. Go read what the fuck is going on and what her problem.
It's not the fact that y'all said she got kicked out of court. That's how loud. She shout out to Shy. That's how loud she was in there. It's not just that. She did even a documentary. Her and Armand Wiggins. They were on a docu. What was it on HBO? About the Tory Lanez case, the trial, and whatnot. So again, she's made herself very visible in all of the stuff that was going on with Tory. She was Team Tory. Why would Megan not have a grudge against her? Why would that's what I'm saying? I get it. I understand why Megan like this is personal. And it's like everywhere you go when you do get opportunities and stuff like that, like a HBO type of opportunity, you want to talk about me? I'm at your lips. Okay. Okay. Yes. Millie and Armand Wiggins were in the documentary, and you see Megan ain't suing Armand because Armand didn't make it personal. Armand did not. Armand stayed unbiased, in my opinion. Like, one moment he'd be swayed this way, the next moment he'd be swayed that way. It's a back and forth. I feel like a lot of us content creators were like that because we didn't know what to believe. We didn't know. We had no idea. Tory kept being silenced, and he made an album. They got rid of album. And what like it was all over the place. Okay, but on the HBO documentary, the energy was more so of Millie being on Tory's side and Armand being on Megan. So again, why would Megan need to sue Armand? For what? Even if he decided that I'm Team Tory. She would still have had no reason to sue him at that point in time because this ain't personal. But then you got this girl that has been coming for me for quite some time. And not only me, my friends and my ex-staff workers and, stuff like that. Coming for me. Then the same chick all up in court with Tory, team him, all of this. Then this same female on a HBO document, all that. Hey, I'm getting you. I'm getting you. Like, that's what I'm saying. I feel like Millie went way too far, like, with it. Like, you did this. You did this. You defended Tory balls to the wall. And now that you need that same assistance, crickets. Crickets.
This is ludicrous. It's ridiculous. Her overgrown ass should have set her pride to the side and said, your commentary is hurting my feelings.
Shaw said babysitting his kids and girl.
Even though I'm choosing to come to your platforms to absorb your content, it's hurting feelings.
It does not work like that. It literally does not work like that. So Millie's saying that Megan should have told her, like, since you're coming to my platform, unsolicited, since you're over here, absorbing content that you do not have to absorb. No, Millie, you are over there also saying things that you don't have to say, boo. Yeah. 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 See, it's not just her absorbing thing, because it could go the same way. Just like she don't have to be over there absorbing the negative things you say about her, you don't have to be there saying negative things about her. It go both ways. So because then again, that's you removing the accountability, from what you have done. You make it seem as if you have done nothing at all to Megan Thee Stallion. All of this is stupid. It is utterly dumb. That girl. Girl, no, this is personal. This is personal. You didn't do a little bit. No, you went there. When it her, you went there. You had thousands of people live with you saying she's lying. You linking up with academics with thousands of people live, and you're discussing how, and you're a black woman doing this, so it makes that more personal to her. Like it's understandable for a black man to stand with another black man, but what isn't is you see this woman that has been allegedly pow by a whole dude, and you carrying for the dude, but not me, like at all, because you weren't there. Like you don't know what happened, So at the same, and you like carrying for this, right? Somebody that would carry for you. Because now here she is in her time of need, and none of the people that she was carrying that torch for will even like hers, let alone, it's like they don't give a fuck because they never did. I believe if Toy was free right now, he would do nothing to help Milagro. Nothing. Nothing at all besides like a DM, a good face. We're here for you. I feel like Millie would have to ask him for help before he would just offer it. I really don't feel like he messed with her like that. I really don't. I feel like all of them used her instead of really appreciating her. Because if you did, then you would appreciate her now. If he can make statements and stuff from jail and talk on the phone, he should be able to do the same thing. Support of Milagro. He don't even have to mention Megan's name. Just say, I fully support her, I fully back. Let your fans know. Drop them purple umbrellas in her chat, and all of those, and that, be there for Millie. She was definitely there for me. Not even that. He could at least call her and say, let's keep listening.
This is not true. I don't identify. You could have fucking said something. But that would have been too much, right? That would have been too much like a bruised fucking ego for you. That would have been too much for you to do.
Why is that too much like right? I don't understand why you're saying that Megan was responsible after hearing things that she didn't like that you said, that she should have came to you. Why? You weren't her. You wasn't in her DMs like, Megan, I think that you did it. Like, you wasn't. Megan, I'm about to do a show about you. If you feel any type of way, I know you watch me, girl. Like, you didn't do none of that. So why does she have to? Why should Megan have stood up and been a woman? Because you was over there talking shit about her. And if she didn't like the shit she was talking, she should have came and told you. It sounds like you're owed. That's like a sense of entitlement to feel that you are entitled to anybody that listens to you and doesn't agree with what you're saying or doesn't like what you're saying about them, that they should contact you. Why? Why? If Millie's gonna know about me, if I'm gonna contact you, it's gonna be to roast. It's gonna be to fry. It's gonna be to gather. I'm not contacting you like, Millie, I really didn't like what you said about me. I'm a content creator. So yeah, as a content creator, I'm gonna say a whole bunch of shit that you're not gonna like. That's it. But I'm not coming to you for what? That's what friends are supposed to do. I mean, I could see a friend. You telling a friend that we're friends. If I was saying something on my platform that you didn't like, why not just come tell me? I didn't. Ops were responsible for doing that. I don't know. You as my op, if you didn't like what I said, then you should. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? So as your op, if I didn't like what you were saying about me, I should have. Girl, you got your nerve. Girl, la 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 la.
This shit is weak as fuck. It's weak. Literally fucking weak. I'm getting fucking stalked at this point. Literally. The no cease and desist was absolutely calculated. And that's what they should have done. But what of them? At the end of the day.
So you said they should have sent you a cease and desist. I don't think you would have listened because I'm sure your lawyers were encouraging you not to speak of Megan, and you still have. You're talking about it right now. You're talking about it right now. Yeah. So I don't feel like a cease and desist would have worked. Because, I mean, a lawsuit should be enough, right? So if somebody's suing you, just don't speak of them. Wait until, after this is over with. So, and you still had selected things to say about Megan since this has all came out. Even the information that dropped that allegedly it was proven to be glass in Megan's foot instead of shrapnels and whatnot. Shrapnels. You said stuff you probably shouldn't say. Well, you got all this legal stuff going on. But I think that you thought that it would get dismissed. So you felt no reason to be like, I can say what I want to say. That's how you felt. Even still now to this day, you state that you didn't do anything wrong and you don't want to apologize for something that you didn't do. Again, no accountability. Because part of what she's suing you for is harassment. I would agree that you have harassed her in certain ways. You have. Not fully like she need a restraining order type of, I don't think Millie's harassed her like that. But you have harassed her. Online, 100%. 100%. I would be lying if I say I have not harassed Chris Stokes. You have. That would be a complete, total, and utter lie for me to say I have not sat on here. Yes, we went in on him, especially me. Okay? I don't went in. Sure have. Follow family trees, cousins, brothers, sisters. Yes. That is definitely harassing. So, but oh well, because we're going to get down to the story. So, yeah, I would be lying. If I was like, yep, no, I haven't. Yes, I have. Totally. I would be lying. So, for her to say that, I'm just like, girl, you do have things to apologize for. Just like with Chris Stokes. I do have things to apologize for. Like, there are things that I didn't have to say, that I didn't have to do. 100%. 100%. But am I going to? No. And that's me being stubborn. Not me not taking accountability. No, I definitely should apologize. Call him burlesque and, none of that stuff was needed to get the truth out because the truth is still the truth. Rad's story is still his story, right? But there was a lot of things that I did was unnecessary. I didn't have to do those things, but I did them. Like, whatever.
I just want to have a conversation with you guys about what the fuck was going on. I was trying to see how sometimes when you're feeling things, it's hard to articulate your thoughts.
True. True.
All I want to say is we have our own decisions to make when it comes to how we behave and what it is that we do. So if someone, takes issue with something that you do or say, you have to deal with that and you have to deal with the consequences of that. All right? Okay. With that being said, I got up and said what I said because it was important to me to stand up for what I thought was the truth and what was right. And when people's lives are literally on the line, I do feel like it's imperative that we have serious, deep discussion, about what we're saying taking place.
Okay. No, I can agree with that. I mean, if she really believed what was being said and she felt like Tori was telling the truth, she's into that. I don't feel like that's something she should apologize for either. If you meant what you were saying and you really feel like he's innocent, all of that, hey, I don't feel like that's anything to apologize for.
After this experience and in the midst of what's going on and with everybody being able to see like what this is, it's very disappointing, disheartening, and shout out to the mob. But to see the lack of support. So we come from a community where Black men are oftentimes complaining about the lack of support from women, Black women. And I feel like I have literally figuratively, every way you can put it, put my life and like livelihood on the line. And I sit in these moments asking, like, what the fuck was the point?
I would agree with you. I would agree with you. 100%. I think as a woman, you should always relate to people that look like you first. And so when black men are coming forward talking about support and whatnot, the reason why black men aren't being supported is because they do not support each other. They rely on the support of women instead of the support of another male. So a black man to come forward and be like, black women don't support us because that's who usually does. Instead of saying that we as black men don't support each other. That's the last thing you're going to hear a toxic male say. They're going to blame it on women because they're used to women coming to rescue. They're used to women coddling them. They're used to mammies, what they are used to. So in my opinion, Millie, you voluntarily became a mammy. Yeah, to Jalen, to the Walker guy, with him being accused of art wording other black women, and stuff like that. And you were trying to make it look like, what is his name, Kalan Walker, or whatnot. And then it's the whole Tory Lane, you're backing him, and he done allegedly pop out a black woman. All of that, you have taken on that mammy role yourself, because Tory never made you, told you to defend him. Kaylin, none of those people. They didn't. You chose that. See, those are your decisions. See, that's you removing accountability. When you should always stick with your sisters. You should always stick with them, 100%. Like you always stick with, your what look like you, because they're going to defend you before these men out here. Because like you said, you done did all of this stuff for these men. You don't put your platform on the line, money on the line for these muggles. And now it's time for them to have your back, and they are gone. They are nowhere to be found. But is it their fault? Is it their fault? Did they tell you, Millie, that they were going to be here for you? Did they? Because that's what you need to expound upon. Because again, nobody forced you to wear that mammy cape for these dudes. Like nobody forced you to do that. You willingly put the cape on and went out there and soared for them. Now that you done lost the cape, you falling from the sky, and they ain't nowhere. They no. That's on you. What they got to do with Tory? What they got to do with academic? What they got to do with Kaylin and any other men that you jump to defend? You do that. So if it's in vain, that's because you. They ain't got to do that. If you would have had your cape on for the women this whole time, imagine if you had that cape on for Megan. Yeah. Imagine if you had that cape on for the women that Khan or whatever his name is was R-wording. You're literally going against your own people, women that look just like you, women that are rarely ever believed. And no matter what they come forward and say, they get R-worded, they fast. Oh, they was fast anyway. They wanted it. That they do. You would suppress them and put them down for a nickel. Babe, that's on you. That don't say nothing about these men. That says everything about you and your mentality and how you view right from wrong. That's on you. Because until that verdict came in, besides just guessing what happened, I don't feel that any woman, especially a black woman, should have went against Megan. Like, not at the, just wait. Being a content creator, I just don't think it's a good look, to do so when we don't fully know what happened. It may seem this way, but we don't know. What if he actually did? But hey, what if he actually didn't? But you went there and you rode that wave that you didn't have to ride. You got on that surfboard and got on that wave. Did nobody force you out there? So I think that's something you have to question about yourself, because you have a pattern of defending toxic black males. These aren't good men that because Tori was being accused of pop-powing a woman. Kaylin was being accused of R-wording women. That's on you. What is it in you that makes you feel like there's good to these men when accused of horrible things? Horrible things. What in you wants to mammify these men? What in you makes you want to put on that mammy cape for these men, and they will never put on a Captain Save a Hole for you? Never. And you're seeing that firsthand. You're seeing it. Drake could be screaming to the mountaintop. Shout out to Milagro brand, blah, blah, blah. Had an anonymous donation sent, taking care of your lawyer fees, and had somebody anonymously contact the lawyers and say, hey, whatever she has to take care of financially, we'll take care of it. Crickets. Crickets.
What was the point? I feel like you have people like you stand up for something that you believe in, and you do. Hold on. You do what you do. But I feel like when you have so many people who were so ready to repost, and I agree with what you're saying, and all that shit like that. Like, for people to hit you up and say, this is fucked up what she's done to you, and to never publicly stand for anything, or to try to just be supportive. Like, literally just be supportive. I think that's the best thing. I feel like this is how y'all lose soldiers. To be honest with you, I don't foresee myself standing up for a black man the way that I did this go around, like every in my life.
So she said that she will never stand up for another black man how she stood up for Tory again in her life. Good. Like, good. Please don't stand up for especially men that's supposed to be emptying clips at black women, and please don't do that again. Please don't look out for somebody that was supposedly going around here R-wording women and all that. Please don't do that again, girl. Girl, la 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 la. Like, I mean, you should have been right women like that, though. You should have been doing it. Not to say that men don't ride for black women. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you will pedestal these men. You pedestal them. And a lot of women content creators have that issue to where they're so quick to go at either, but uplift a man. Like, that'd be crazy. And then a person that they be uplifting is a horrible person. Like, it's just like, ew. Like, for real? So, good. I'm glad. It sounds like you learned a lesson, and that is very so much good. That's great. Yeah, good. Because it shouldn't have been happening in the first place. I'm not saying don't stick up for black men, but stick up for ones that represent things. Not stick up for ones that are being accused of hurting women that look like you. And you are putting a cape on for these people, soaring through the sky for these people. Then you feel let down when they don't do it for you. Well, they never had that intention. They never had that intention. They never said that they were going to cape for you. None of them ever said that. So they're not letting you down. You let yourself down. Because, again, these are your decisions. So just be accountable for them. Instead of trying to blame black men or the people that you've defended, no. Just your decision-making skills when it comes to this just hasn't been the greatest. Like, you don't have the best track record with the people, the men especially, that you have defended. So that's on you. So I'm glad you realized that. And now maybe in the future, you will stand for people that are standing for something so that when it's time to fall, like you're doing right now, you're not falling for anything. Because that's how you feel, like you just fell for anything. Like you just felt bamboozled by these people when it's always been that. Like that energy has always been there. So it's nothing new. I mean, how many people have you seen Tory Lane for like literally defending? How many women do you see people like DJ Academics and others out here actually defending? Who? DJ Academics would defend Cardi light skinned beige B before a Nicki Minaj like that. Like, I mean, you see certain examples that, him beefing with Nicki as long as he was beefing with her. But placing Cardi on a pedestal, and all of like that type of lets you know what you need to know. It's called learning from other people's mistakes. So you can learn them for yourself. I've just watched you go through it. Now I'm going to prevent myself from doing it because I already seen how this is going to play out. So then when it play out that same way, you can't get mad at anybody other than yourself because you already knew. You knew better.
I know. As right as I feel about the decisions that I made, like as right as I feel about I know that I felt was true. Like I know why I did this. I know.
No, Millie's not 37, right? Millie early 30s, right? Isn't she? She's like early 30s, right?
I'm choosing my words.
32, like, right? I figured. I'm like, no, she's not 37. Maybe somebody was just clowning, saying that, but I'm just like, yeah, no. I thought because she's younger than me.
Like a slap in the face. to give so much of yourself, regardless of if that was your choice, because so many people benefit and were happy.
Millie do not look old. Lizzie and Giselle, y'all tried. Ooh, Danny. Ooh.
About, being voice. I feel like that's how you lose people, because people get jaded. People are only human. So when so many can agree that
Hayes, what?
This shit is not right. First of all, they never stood for anything and spoke out against it, even though they had feelings. And then you fast forward to this situation, you have feelings about that, but nobody's bold enough.
Shaw said she's 37. It is what it is. Shaw, look here. She 37.
Brave enough, strong enough to stand up. Okay, well, don't look for people like me. That's how I feel. And that right there is exactly why I feel like people don't care to go out and to vouch.
I think Millie's gorgeous. I do. I think Millie fine. Millie is fine. Millie look good.
Because look at this shit. Look at this shit.
Shout out to Lizzie Mack gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, boobs. I love you, girl. I love you. Ooh, I'm talking about state. Yeah, fine. Folks are correct. I think Millie look good. You know me, I'm not gonna talk about nobody that I would smash. Cause how that make me look? You said you're talking all of this about Millie, but you would hit. Would. Very so much. Would. She ain't gotta ask me number one time. Sean, come in here and lay in this bed. Say less. I'm a we get a girl. I don't talk shit about women I smash, so hey. It is what it is.
You can talk it up and say you here because of your own words. Okay. I don't think it's that simple. I don't. I feel like I'm here because I was too impactful. And I feel like I'm here because people like me. That's what I feel.
Not just talk about some put her picture up. Oh. No, talk about, oh, you've never seen her before. Oh, okay, she's beautiful. Yeah, she's really pretty.
And for them to be the reasons why I feel like I'm here, I think it's ridiculous to turn around and to not have support from any of them. That's what I feel.
I mean, like, who does she necessarily like want support from? You know? Everybody like that again. Like I said earlier with Diddy, there's going to be plenty of people that jumped in his DM when all of this stuff kicked off with the whole Cassie thing and all of that stuff, and be like, "Oh, this is wrong. You know, that's happening to you." Blah blah blah. Publicly, they'll ignore him. You know, they'll ignore anything that's going on with them. They won't comment on it. They won't defend them. They won't do any of that stuff publicly. But yeah, they'll come hopping at the end and be like, "Oh, this is crazy. Oh, sucks." You know, blah blah blah. So, but yeah, I mean, people. That's like normal. You know, it's normal.
So. I'm completely fucking, like I said, over it. Somebody just said, you used your voice and it made a change. Did it?
Good question. No. Because Tori's in prison. Yeah.
Did it?
Mm-mm.
Was that worth it?
Probably not.
And that's a tough question, because the question actually is standing up for a black man worth it. Today, my answer is
sorry. Millie. Millie. Come on. Millie. Let's not do that. Not is standing up for a black man worth it because of that. Yeah. Millie. Millie. I'm going to let you have it. I'm going to let you have it.
when I look back on how my life has been up and what I've been through, things that I don't even know. Is that I've been impacted? No. Mm-mm. Anyway.
Oh, so MAT says, hold on. At the beginning of this case, Axe said he would fund her legal costs or alluded to it. That's why she said that. I mean, but an allude and I'm going to, two different things. And I feel like if he was going to do that, then why is everybody, why is everybody responsible for Millie's financial differences in this case but her? If it ain't the lawyers, then it's academics. Why is it everybody but the person being sued? Why does Millie have an attitude with everybody but the person that got her sued? Hello? Like, hello? Her. Shout out to Belle. Thank you so much for gifting 20 memberships. Period. Thank you so much. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Thank you so much. That was so sweet. If you got a membership from my baby, please thank Belle. That was so sweet. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Lit the room up, lit the room up, lit the room up. Thanks, babes. I really appreciate that. So, yes, it's like, why full come she is angry at everybody but her? It's like you put yourself in a situation. So we're gonna blame everybody but you. Okay. Yes, displaced anger. Agreed. I would definitely. I agree. I agree. Because that's just confusing to me. Why is everybody responsible for this but you? You know.
What's already written is already done. So I really wish we could fast forward to whatever the fuck they're gonna do. Because like I said, I don't even fucking care.
So at this point, she doesn't care if she wins or loses. That's what that sounds like. She just wants to fast forward means I just want this over with. Like, done. Soon as possible, do what you're gonna do, but just hurry up. Five EFO says you do care though. I agree. She does care, right? Yeah, the audience, y'all getting it. Y'all getting it. Yes, she absolutely does care. Yes, she does. Kimmy says, if you care, then why go live? Because she cares. She does care. I think she's just frustrated. And I think she's just like, it's really stressful, you know? And then it's like your life is kind of just like dangling, you know? You're just kind of just, and you don't know which side it's going to fall on. It's like hanging on a ledge and you don't know if it's going to fall this way or that way. And it's like, but you want it to fall. This is like, you're annoyed with watching it, you know? So it's like your life is on pause. Your life is on hold. You don't really know how to plan things, you know, that's coming up, whether it's with your family or, you know, just whatever. You don't, because everything is up in the air. Nothing is certain. So knowing where the ball is going to fall, whether you're going to be responsible for paying her or rather you're not going to be, you just want it over with. You know, this could be a long, stressful process. If there's so much can. And again, I think part of Millie's frustration is that she really thought this case was going to get thrown out. She really thought it was going to get dismissed, and it's not. So I think that's where the majority of her frustration comes from.
Mm-hmm. So I'm fucking over it. Thank you guys. Without my personal support system and then being able to come and talk to you guys, it's something that's really uplifting and encouraging. So you guys are everything. I appreciate you more than words can express, literally. And I don't know, like I just feel like thank you so much for being on the journey. I feel like it just is what it is, honestly. So shit, I feel like shout out to you guys for being there every step of the way. Shout out to you guys.
She crying. It sounds like she's crying. It does. It does sound like she's crying. It's kind of like she sounds like a goodbye. It's like, is she saying bye? Like, is she leaving? Like, what is this? I'm confused by it. I'm confused. But it does sound like she's emotional.
I feel like you understand my intention, and I just feel like you get it. So I love you guys, and y'all are fucking amazing. I'm still gonna do a show today.
Okay, so she's not leaving.
What else? I'm gonna go fucking smoke and go about my motherfucking day and finish enjoying my fucking day. That's what I'm gonna fucking do. Inhale, exhale. So, I just want to have a conversation with you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. And I am going to hang up and I will call you guys back. Okay? I love you so much. Virtual hugs, right? I wish I could hug you guys too. But I appreciate you so much. Like I said, I will talk to you guys later. And I really do hope that you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm. So shout out to Millie. That's the gist of what she had to say. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? I will say this. I can empathize with her about it being expensive. I can empathize, right? But I don't have any sympathy for what Millie is going through with Megan. I don't have any sympathy because if you're going to tread down that street, if you're going to tread down that river, you got to be ready for what's at the end of it. You know, not everybody's gonna play those type of games with them. Not everybody gonna let you just say whatever you want to say and talk ish and whatnot. They're not. You know, I don't want came for people like Akbar V and Time and people like that. If they feel like what I said is enough for them to feel like they want to sue me, then it's just what it is. But I'm not gonna act innocent. You know, I'm not gonna act like, oh well, it's not that deep, or I didn't do anything wrong, or I can't tell a person how to feel. Just like you can't tell a person how to feel. So because people may feel like Megan is overly sensitive, things like that, and that she didn't have to take it this route, and she's going building this off of emotion instead of actuality and things happening. Oh well, oh well. Yeah, I do feel like Megan's being overly emotional, and stuff like that. I do think that she wears her emotions on her sleeve, but that means don't quit her. That's what that means. That means don't fuck with that individual. If you know that they're super sensitive, all of that, leave them alone. That if it's a person in class and you know that they are super sensitive, like why bother them? Just like leave them alone. Like that's why they say deal with somebody your own size, because then they'll match your energy. You can't expect Megan to match your energy because you go live talking ish about her for her to go jump on a podcast or something like that and talk ish about you. She may not have time or want to make time for her. She may just want to sue you. So I'm not gonna tell her she's wrong. Like I'm not gonna tell her she's wrong. Just like if I was going through this right now, I don't feel like Millie or anybody else would be live talking about some. Oh, that person's wrong. A person to experience it to say that. So I could see somebody like Tasha or others like, oh well, that's wrong. Them suing Sean, blah blah blah, because they've been through it. But if Millie didn't go what she was going through right now with Megan, I don't feel like she would go live in my defense or anything like that. I just don't think so. I think that she would move right along with her day. So why wouldn't I? It's not the not wanting to protect Millie. It's not the sense of turning my back on Millie or anything like that. I just deal with the people that deal with me. That's all. So if no one's coming to her aid, what they about Millie? What's this that say about you if you feel like you have been affiliated with a lot of these black men and looked out for them and none of them are coming to your defense? What does that say about you? Why aren't they defending you? Why don't they want to? Like, what does that mean? That means the impression that you thought you left on them, you didn't. That means they used you. And everybody gets used. Everybody. Whether you're using someone or they're using you. I mean, that's just what that word. So what does that say about your character when you're in your time of need and nobody's alive defending you? None of these men are alive defending you. What does that say about you? That's what I would be thinking. Like, you know what? If academics said he was going to do this and that for me, why is he not? Like, why is he completely like ignoring and avoiding? Like, why? Why folk come? Why folk come? You know? That's how I look at it. If no one is coming to your aid, it says a lot about your character. It says a lot about people came to Tasha's. They did good. They came to Tasha's aid. I was over here fighting them. So I was over here combating them. So yeah. So people came to her aid. They did. Correct. They sure did. So that's just how I feel about that. Like what does that say about you? I don't feel like you should worry about what that says about other people. Because when you are doing something for somebody, you have to be selfless when you are, meaning you are expecting nothing in return. So it doesn't matter what you do for a person, just the strength off of that you did. It's not what you did for them. It's just they say it's the thought, that counts. That should be enough for a person to defend you. That should be enough for a person to want to ride with you and whatnot, just off of the strength of the thought of something bad happening to you, or something like that. But they're not doing that. Nobody's doing that. So again, it says a lot about you. It says a lot about you. Do you have a wish list for your housewarming gifts? Oh no, but that's a good idea, Kia, sweetheart. Love you. That's a good idea. Thank you for being a member. She says she has to rely on folks instead of the men she stands for. Correct. That and what her issue is. That's what she was stating. You know, that she doesn't feel like worth standing up for the black men that she's, or more so a black man, that she stood up for. And the ending result is her, facing, backlash, ridicule, lawsuits, all of it, and they fine, academics over there kicking it. He's not worried about what's going on with Milagro. He's not worried about that. But again, I feel like Millie should be more selfless when she's doing her commentary, because selfless comes off as genuine. It makes a person want to look out for you. But if you're doing things for people and expecting things later on, there's nothing genuine about that. So you're going to get bad karma from that, just like how she got this attorney because of what the attorney was supposed to do for her for free, and now it's not going the way she thought it was going to go. Again, everybody gets used. Were you using this law firm, Millie, because you believed in them, or were you using them because they were willing to work for free? See, it's the intention behind it. Because even with them working for free, they still deserve to be compensated, in some way or form for the things that they're doing for you. I feel like the most or the least that Millie could do would be to support the lawyer and their company, and still get people to try to go over there and enlist their services and whatnot, so that revenue can go up. Instead, you're like basically making your audience known upon said attorney, although he's been doing a good job. It's not like he's just trash. Like, well, he's been keeping up with everything, correct? Ain't nothing been late, none of that stuff. Yeah, it seems like the only thing that's been turned in late was Millie. The check is what that were. But again, it's all with intention, and what your intention is behind it. She started off this making it seem as if she had everything under wraps. Everything is good. I got my attorney already. They working for me, blah, blah, blah. And to me, that's taking the cheaper route instead of just getting attorneys that even if you do got to pay, you're going to have to pay either way. If Megan wins that judgment, she is not just going to let Millie just chill. She's going to seek after you. She's going to go after you. She's going to try to freeze things and, garnish things. And she's going to do that. Megan is going to make your life hell. She said you made hers hell, whether you believe it or not. And it's different when somebody says something that gets underneath your skin. As a content creator, there's content creators that say stuff about me and I don't think about it at all. And then there's certain content creators that say certain things and it'll get under my skin, meaning I'm going to respond, meaning I'm about to rip them apart, meaning you with the wrong one. That's it. That's it. That's all. Like I'll be thinking about it, even toss and turn about it. Like, should I say something? Should I not? Should I say something? Should I not? So if Megan felt like the things that you were saying were getting underneath her skin, then they're underneath her skin. They did. We can't tell her she like lying, about that. No, if she feels a way about you, it's understandable. I think if Megasis sued me, I think people would be like, why? I think people would be like, what the because he say Megasis? Like, for Megan, girl, if you don't drop the Sean. So that's just what that word. That's just what that word. But yeah. It just is what it is. I feel like people would be side-eyeing that, but suing Millie, I don't think there's anything for people to side-eye. I feel like they completely get it. I think most people be like, yep, I can see it. If you know their history, he's like, yeah, okay, I can see that. No different than Tasha and Cardi. When she sued Tasha, it's like, it's petty, but we get it, you know? It is petty, but we get it, you know? So it's not that we were like literally for it. Like, I wouldn't have encouraged Cardi to sue Tasha. But that's what she, same thing with Megan. I would not have encouraged Megan to sue Millie, but that's what she chose. So that's what she chose. And I believe Cardi gave her the thumbs up. I do. I do. Cardi and Megan are cool. You know, they have a relationship. They're close. And you don't think Cardi and Megan had a conversation that about? I feel like Megan had questions about it. Probably called Cardi like, "Girl, when you sued, what's the name, girl? How did that go, girl? What was that like?" Blah, 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 blah. And then Cardi told her. Then she probably said, "Well, who you think about suing?" And then she was like, Milagro or that Mob Radio girl. And then I'm sure Cardi was like, "Oh yeah, get her," because Cardi and Hennessy were threatening to sue Millie and Ra from on site a couple years back. They were saying how they was about to sue them, and whatnot. And Millie did the same thing then that she, was kind of doing now, to kind of make it seem like it just wasn't that big a deal, and all of that. So if it wasn't a big deal, it should still be there, right? It still shouldn't be a big deal, right? So I look at it. If you a celebrity or someone with a decent amount of income talking about something they about to sue me, I will work it out. I will before it gets there. So that's how it was with Chris and I. I got to work it out before it got there. Like we were in each other's DMs and he was letting me know how he was about to sue me and all that. He has sued so many people. So Michelle ATL, I think Nick at Night, a few different people, a bunch of people. I mean, the list is long. Of people that he has sued. So I'm like, okay, well, he ain't playing. That's why you go do your research. I'm like, okay, well, he ain't playing. I'm like, yeah, he really think about suing me. So I'm like, okay, well, let me go over here. Chris, I know I'm too old, but so I had to go over there and work it out. Girl, I had to go over there and work it out. Yeah. So that's what I would have said. Like I went to go work it out. I'm like, whatever. Like I have to fix this. So I went and fixed it before I got there. I'm like, yeah, let's, because anybody's trying to go that route. So like I'm like, I ain't got time for it. So I went and cleaned it up. I feel like she could have did the same thing. I feel like Millie could have did the same thing. Millie didn't want to. Pride. That pride can be real. That pride can be something else. It could be something else. Well, it could be something else. Because she could have fixed this. She could have fixed it before it got this far. I feel like if you say Megan wants you, then just like she said, if the stuff that she was saying about Megan was so offensive that Megan said something, well, if you know that Megan is offended by what you are saying, go talk to her. Like, go say something to her. And then just drop her from your commentary, just talk about, you got plenty of stuff to talk about, maybe talk about all type of stuff, so just drop her from your commentary. You just said he reached, me, what? You just said he reached out to you. Meg didn't do that. No. I reached out to him. It was live. It was live, yeah. And then like later on that night, he messaged me and let me know he was gonna sue me. When I was in his DM. No, not the other. No, he did not reach out to me. No, he didn't. I was talking about him. Why would he reach out to me? We reached out to him on live, and in each other DM, like live and in color. Y'all see everything. Y'all see the whole exchange, and whatnot. So, no, I reached out to him because I knew if he's saying that he's gonna sue me, okay, then privately, I reached out to him and, talked to him. Like, okay, well, because if you're gonna sue, you're gonna sue. But if I have a conversation and we move on from it, then let's do it. So he has certain things that he wanted me to say, and well, not say, but stay away from, or target him for certain things. And I agreed. I'm like, all right, cool. If you don't want me to do that, I won't. Like he wanted a public apology, and I told him no. No, because I'm like, I'm not sorry. Like I will be lying. It's not that. Now I would go live and apologize for things that I'm actually sorry for, but I don't want to make it look like I'm saying like you're sent, because I don't believe you are. I think that you're guilty. So yeah, I'm not about to go forward and lie to my audience. I'm not about to do that because it just look weird. So I'm just like, no, I do believe that you need to be behind bars. So hello. So we're not gonna misconstrue the apology like I'm coming forward saying like, oh my God, I'm so sorry for what I said because it's none of it's true. No, true. Rasby said it's true, and I believe him. So it just is what it is. Like, no. Because he wanted the apology to be real vague. No, if I go up there, I would say, I'm apologizing for saying that you're ugly when you're just Uggs. You know, like, I say stuff like that. Yes. Sorry for saying you have an ox back when it's more so of a square one. Like, I would say stuff like that. Yeah. Sorry for saying you shape like a washer and dryer when it's given a refrigerator. You know, like, I mean, we could do that. But it's like, I'm not, like, you got me fucked up. Like, not at all. You got me fucked up. So I'm like, yeah, I ain't doing none of that. Team Raz B. Yeah, you got your nerve. So, yeah. Correct. Correct. So, but yeah, I reached out. And she could have did the same thing. Clearly, Chris was watching our content. He was coming in our chat. Even the moderators were thinking that he was a troll. He wasn't a troll. It was really him. And the moderators was blocking him, you know, and whatnot. He was coming in, this ain't true. And then Mark Gates Houston did the same thing. Go home, Roger. He actually coming into the chat talking about some, you need to take this down. I'm not taking down nothing, bitch. So that's just what that word. And I mean, we can't help it that we have influence. We can't help it that our mixtape bring all the boys to the yard. Okay, so that's just what that word. So we was blocking the actual accounts, and I was like, damn, because I wouldn't look after. I'm like, ooh, this is really them. I'm like, oh my god, like this is really like this is no lie. Like look, y'all, this is them. Like, no, this was really them because we thought it was trolls. We thought I was like, yeah, they trolling. That's not them. But come to find out, it really was. So that's what made me reach out once I seen that it was really them, and that's when we start talking to them. But I reached out to Chris. He did not reach out to me. So yeah. I wonder why he stopped reporting. That was why. Well, it's not that I stopped reporting. I just didn't want him to think that I was lying, you know, because I said that I would back off, but I never said I wasn't going to talk about him again because we did. We did many videos after that. We just covered the Marcus Houston best year ever that he did for Tubi. You know, when we just covered that part when we still need to do part two. But yeah, I never said that I was going to stop covering him, and I kept the same energy. Like I still the monster, and I'm not going to sue me. I guess if you want me to stop calling you a monster, because then I'll just write it like freedom of speech. So yeah, like you're not going to deter my thought process because you want me to push a narrative for you. No. So yeah, but I did back off, you know, of him. But y'all know me, messy, messy, messy. Y'all know I was gonna start on the block. So I mean, there's still way more to discuss. There's still way more stuff that has came out about him. When his ex-wife came forward and said that he was allegedly over there doing certain things to the group members and the artists on his side, we was right here live. Look, y'all. And I'm like, yeah. So, because I never said that I would stop talking, but I never said that, and we have it in writing. I never said I was gonna stop talking about, but I did tell them that I would lay off, and I did. So we full steam ahead. I got any tea, send it to me, and we like what we talking about. So yeah, but if you didn't stop, you kept the same energy. Would you, if you didn't stop and you kept the same energy, would you reach out to him if he was going to sue me? Yes. Yes, absolutely. If I heard rumblings of a lawsuit or a lawsuit being sent to me or anything like that, yes, I think it's the best thing to do because those things can get really, 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 really expensive. You know, I have children to take care of. I have bills in multiple households, you know, that I'm taking care of and stuff like that. I don't need my income tied up in something foolish, you know. I mean, you hear Millie time and time again say that this is stupid, says that this is foolish. Okay, well, you can prevent, you know, these type of things. I think that, you know, the Daystar Cloud was really good to Millie. Millie, her audience grew tremendously. She was getting a lot of views. She was getting a lot of donations. You know, that it was a very profitable time her being with Daystar because that was huge. That story couldn't get any bigger, and she was connected, you know, to said story. So there was a lot of has millions and millions of fans. So a lot of them all wouldn't huddle up over there with Millie. You know, they brought their purple umbrellas with them. You know, all they wouldn't huddle up with her. They did. You know, they were like her, or she was like the broadcasting point for everything Tory, everything Team Tory. You know, she was the launching pad. So study long, study wrong, you know. You made yourself the face of the main person that was defending, interviewing his family. Also, you went there. You went there. You know, so and then her lawyers, like I said, she should take her lawyer's advice. Her lawyers told her from jump, do not speak of Megan. She still talks about Megan. It didn't mean don't talk about her in a disparaging way. Don't talk about her at all. Don't talk about her at all. Not a word. Yeah, when I was being sued and when I was about to be sued by Chris, first thing my attorney told me, do not speak of him. Say nothing. Because then we're just working from here back. But if you keep talking, then we're going to have to fight that too. So just be quiet. I know it's hard, but be quiet. Do not speak of him. And I didn't. The next time I spoke about any court date of mine for due to lawsuits was when it was over. I came forward to y'all that we won. That was it. I still didn't even go over to like the particulars and I ain't go over none of that. It's not necessary. We won. That's all that mattered. We don't owe nobody shit. Period. That's it. That's all. That's just what that word. That's just what that word. Yeah. We didn't come asking anyone for anything, or anything like that. 100%. Yes. Yay. That's crazy to not be able to control your trap. I think she can. I think she knows that it's very lucrative to talk about this situation, but at the same time, Lux says, shaking my head, it's so stupid though. It is. It is stupid. I ain't gonna disagree with that. It's very stupid, but it's happening, you know. And while it's happening, you got to deal with it. So Millie just giving up and throwing her hands and saying she doesn't care. You do care. You absolutely care. It's hard to care about something you can't control. We're all like that. We all get frustrated when we can't control. That's when we get frustrated, when we can't control it. You know, that's when it starts to become annoying. It starts to eat at us, you know, because we can't control it. You know, if you can control it, then, you know, it's different. But she controls what's going on. So it bothers her, you know. She needs Sean Attorney and his common sense. Sean Attorney don't work for free. I can tell you that much. Sean Attorney ain't paying for shit. Not a damn thing. And he want his money up front. And he don't play about it. Yes. I sent him that check, it cleared. Correct. Yes, ma'am. Sean Attorney don't play. Sean Attorney want the money up front, right away. No payment plans. Look at here. Give me my money so I can take care of this real quick. Because that's exactly what he did. He took care of that. He took care of that. I was there within like a month and a half, almost 2 months. It was over. Like it was over. You know, he got it dismissed, all of that. Over. You know. But when it comes to Milagro, it's not looking that way. And she was denied. The judge denied dismissing her case. So this is happening. This is why they're going to mediation. Because Milagro could avoid a mediation if she wants to. She doesn't have to do a mediation. She can just ask you, you know, and then they just schedule the court date and they just go in, you know, and go from there. She doesn't have to sit down to do any mediation. The mediation is because Milagro wants to figure out how she can get rid of this. Is what mediation is for. Literally, it's called mediation. Megan is not going to settle with her. Megan is not going to drop the suit. She is not. Megan hate her. So with Megan not liking her, she's going to take it all away. So she's in for a long haul. If she's thinking that this is just going to be open and shut, or she could sit down with Megan and apologize, and no, I don't think. Why would Megan accept that when she could drop your bank account, sue you for compensation, and still force you to give a public apology? She could still get an apology. When Cardi B won her case, one of the things that TASHA had to do was apologize. She kind of did. TASHA, it was headed there. We just never arrived. But Tasha was going in that direction, Lord. But it just didn't happen. you know, all the way. Lil Peep. But Gabe. It was real cute. It almost happened. Almost. But Tasha was Tasha said, please. Tasha said, I apologize about none of that. Rare. So yes, Tasha went for a real corporate grill. Real corporate grill. La 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 la. Hi Marcella. Shout out to speak to your girl Marcella. I love her. Oh my god, you're good with that. Subscribe. Love Marcella. But yeah, so Tasha was like, girl, girl, I guess you know what this is, girl. That's how Tasha was. Tasha was just like, Cardi B, I'm so sorry. That never came out of her mouth. So hair flip. So yeah, I don't think why would Megan accept that when she could get that too. She could put that in the court paperwork, like, yeah, and she needs to apologize publicly. Just when this is over with, so she could get them all. I think her main thing is she wants to drain Millie's pockets. So when Tasha gives her the advice and say, hey, if you can't afford this, then you can actually file for bankruptcy and they have to halt everything and whatnot, and you can get a better grip over what you have going on, and then resume after your bankruptcy hearings and stuff is over. I don't think that's a bad idea. I really don't. If this is financially draining on her, or if it's financially impossible to where like she just don't got it. Yeah, I think that she could definitely. That's a good option. I mean, it would help. Like I don't know, but her pride won't allow that. You think so? The Billa is it the Belita? I hope I'm saying that right. Beauty, you think so? Millie's lawsuit is reasonable. I cannot. I cannot. So again, no accountability. And that's another thing. Megan ain't stupid, so she gonna know if you did apologize. She's gonna know if it's genuine or not. And then even if it is genuine, I don't think Megan give a. At this point, I don't think Megan care. I really don't. I don't think Megan care. I don't think Megan care. I don't think she care. I really don't. Yeah, I don't think Megan care about that at all, girl. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I don't think Megan cares if she apologizes. I think Megan's over that. Like legit. I think Megan is over it. So she's saying that she over it. I feel like Megan really, because Megan ain't do nothing. Megan just gonna sit back and let her attorneys basically harass Millie. Basically harass her, and just like keep entering motions and filing this and filing that. Like she's gonna run those pockets because at the end of the day, Megan can sue her is going to sue her for all of her legal compensation. So it don't matter that Megan is, making her attorney and that she got an endless amount of money, pretty much. But especially for this case. It doesn't matter that she's gonna chump the bill away because Millie gonna be responsible for it in the long run if Megan wins. It sounds like Megan probably will. So yeah, Megan she can give up. She can make the bill go up $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, and you would be responsible for it. Sure will. I want her for all of my legal fees. I want her to pay for this. It's not too many judges that's gonna turn that down. You know, part of Tasha's judgment was the Cardi B case was paying for legal fees. You know, so we got it up there. And her legal services, I believe, was around $1 million or better. That's a lot of money. And the same thing with Milagro. This could get very expensive. This is just beginning. Things get more expensive when you get into court. Like when you get into court, they get more expensive. You pay more. The cheap part is outside of court. When you get things ready and trying to get things dismissed and stuff like that, it's a lot cheaper. Than to actually going into court. Because you're paying for stuff, a lot of stuff. So this could get bad. And I think this is why her attorneys are encouraging to apologize and try to retract and remove things that, Megan wants her to, and maybe that Megan want to drop it. But I really don't think, what am I going to say about Meg? I only knew she was reporting on the Tory case. A lot. I don't, that's what I'm saying. It's just one thing. Although Megan does list things, in her lawsuit, she does. But they're all petty, if you ask me. I don't feel like Millie should be being sued, but I don't blame Megan for suing her. I can't tell Megan how to feel. So if Megan wants to, I'm team bloggers too, and I don't think bloggers should be being sued either. But if a celebrity or personality wants you to back the off. Because then you can avoid these things. That's all I'm saying. I'm all for it, but nobody deserves to feel, harassed and stuff like that. If they want you to leave them be, leave them be. Like, leave me alone. Girl, okay, you got your point across. Girl, move off me. If they saying that, do it. Do it. Like, what's the problem? Why is it okay to be hard-headed and keep engaging them? Then when they react, since they don't react like you, they're wrong. Since Megan, who is not a content creator, since Megan won't jump online and combat Millie, why would she do that? You know how much attention Millie would get? You know how big her platform would get? If Megan went online roasting her and coming after her, build a channel, talking, how many, Megan will have millions of people over there. Why would Megan do that? She's not going to. And she's also not a content creator. She is an artist. She does music. So why does she have to come back that way? No, you can't tell a person how to fight. And Millie is a firm believer in that and not a fight. Okay, well, you may want to fight with your words. She wants to fight with her bank account. Okay, you want to fight with words. She want to fight with her debit and credit cards. Your turn. That's simple. I can't say you're wrong. No, I just should have backed off. That's how I look at it. And I'm willing to take accountability and be like, yeah, you know what? It didn't have to go this far. And whatnot. I should, leave you be, and whatnot. It go here. It didn't. Chelsea was just about to get sued with the 5 head. Tasha and Shekinah was just about to handle her. Put all type of police report on her, a sewer, all type of stuff. She didn't want to smoke. So she handled it. She contacted them personally and they handled it. That's what you do. Because Chelsea was in the wrong, not Tasha. They're not writing no book about her. They're not doing none of that. They're not talking about her and Vaughn on that air mattress over there, Stormisha. They're not doing none of that. She is. So why should they have to come to her? For what? Come to me. You talking about me. You come to me. Why should Megan have to come to Millie and tell her a damn thing? Why? Why? Hello? Megan didn't come over there and thank you for when you was cool. You was speaking nice on her. She didn't come over there and say anything then. So why should she have to come say something because you're saying something negative? That doesn't make any sense. That's weird. No, you just went too far. She feels like you went too far. It's personal. All is fair on YouTube. It's fair. You can't tell a person how to fight. So, again, we may not do that because we're content creators. We go video for video, channel for channel. We may do that. It's no different on YouTube. Some people will say things about you and then you respond and then they want to strike your channel. It's like, why? I didn't strike you, but you showed them how to fight. So if they feel like, okay, well, yep, I said what I said and you said what you said, yep, strike you. Now what? So then you go back and you strike them. How can they say that that's not fair? Like, no, this how we fight and this how we fight. So that's just what that were. It's the same thing. Same thing here, girl. So yeah, but I have to get out, you guys. Shout out to Milagro Grams. Again, no bad blood over here. I was best. I hope she works everything out with her attorneys and they figure out the wages and the costs and all that stuff so they can get it so that she can have a proper defense. If she feels that she needs to let her team go and hire new attorneys, I wish her the best on that as well. Shout out to Megan the Pegasus too. Again, this is between these two women. How they decide to handle it is on them. You know, doesn't have anything to do with me. We will be on Coffee later on tonight at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. We will be live on Coffee. So if you guys would like to come over and join us tonight again, 5 p.m. CST, we will be over there on Coffee. Yeah. I will see y'all then. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you for all the membership were gifted and all that stuff, liking the video, subscribing. Hold on. Shout out to Tamika and Tammy. Lakeisha, Tamika, and Tammy. Thank you, ladies, so much for the cash apps. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you, thank you. I love you. Mwah. So I love you guys. I will see y'all later until the next show. Shout out to Tasha K. Thank you so much for coming through, Tasha. Hitting the link, talking to us, giving us some legalities, girl. Tasha breaking it down, girl. Absolutely. Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate y'all. And until the next show, bye.